Yo, he gonna wake up tomorrow. His neck gonna be like, neck off the chain.
What's good, humans? Welcome to episode 65. Am I correct there? I think it's 65.
Hold on. 65.
65.
Yes.
Episode 65. What's good is the Brown Steve Jobs, Mr. Steve Austin. Look upon my works, all ye mighty in despair. It is Ozymandias, your host. BX, what's good? And reporting live from the Phantom Zone, de lo mío. The Gustoso from the Lost Borough, founder of the Zack Vengers, and officially the Chillin With Villains Podcast diplomat, apparently. Clown Prince.
I feel honored.
And the only mutant in Westchester. Whipping the M3. You already know. Oscar winner for the best extra in a motion picture. Working 14,605 hours a week. Magneto.
Nah, he gotta stop the dab. Why you keep dabbing?
I'm not gonna stop because it's cool.
And all the way from
Jesus. What part in Jersey?
all the way from Garfield, New Jersey.
Yes, my son Garfield.
President of the Boston Celtics, DC correspondent, king of the Gulag. You do not want to 1v1 him. My rival in debate, Zoom. You are chilling with villains, but like to welcome back.
Nah, we don't even need a special guest. None of that.
Oh no,
Like,
Dude ain't special, bro.
our sixth man.
I'm not special.
our sick
Yo, 6 man, that's perfect.
Our sixth man, aka
man of the year.
Commissioner of Comic Book Movie Association. NBA, I mean not NBA. CBM draft coming soon, 2020. Our boy, friend of the show, RealWorldofFlash, soon to be Real World of Eunice, is here.
Oh, what's up, guys? What's up?
And you're chilling with villains. So
What's going on, y'all?
Yerp.
How you guys feeling?
It's been a long ass fucking week.
Yeah, it has. 3 years have passed already with all the shit that's going on.
Yeah.
So much.
A lot of nasty shit that's happened within the past week, and also some good news. So we're gonna hit y'all off with a mix of both.
What are we starting off with?
We could go happy into, and then eventually we'll lead up to
No. I think we should do the opposite.
Yes. I
no
agree with
sad,
Eunice.
then happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
happy ending. Happy.
All right.
Always. After I watch a scary movie, I always
want a
go
happy
back and
ending
watch
all the time?
Office. So
Let's do it.
I always want a happy ending.
Oh, man.
Fuck out of here.
Whoa.
Look at Eunice. He was like, like, guys, I gotta go. Something came up.
Anyway. So, starting negative.
Who's gonna break the ice and talk about racism?
I'm gonna break the
Oh,
ice by
God.
firstly saying that Breonna Taylor's officers still have not been charged, but the dude that just killed Rayshard Brooks, is it Rayshard Brooks who just
Yeah.
killed
Yes.
him?
He got charged.
That
right?
officer got arrested. He got fired the same night, charged like a couple just the other day with murder. Hey Atlanta, what's going on?
He named a
fucking
law
bullshit.
after Breonna Taylor, but they're not gonna charge the people that killed her. Like what? The
Yeah, it doesn't make
I
any
don't
sense.
get
it.
Don't get it.
It just shows like, wait, so where did Rayshard get?
In Atlanta,
That was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And
What was
then
that?
Breonna Taylor was where?
in Louisiana, I believe. I
That's
think it's
crazy.
Louisiana.
It's so crazy to see how different the like Atlanta and Louisiana. Like you really think like it's not that. Like I feel like police departments and like laws and shit. It's like how is this not already? How have they not been arrested? Is my point. It's like it just doesn't make any sense. If
And
like,
they also
Yeah,
have
no,
body
no.
cams.
that's exactly the point. I really think it's because wait, the body cams were turned on for Breonna Taylor.
No. I am assuming, it's just pure speculation. I'm assuming they have body cam footage of this, and I'm assuming
Right.
they're reviewing it. I just
What
don't,
is there to
I'm not trying
review?
that's the thing.
She
I'm
was
not trying to
sleeping.
justify.
It's like a sports thing. It's like, oh, we gotta check the camera. We gotta go to VAR.
Replay.
Oh,
I don't
my
get it.
God.
It just sucks
You
that
know, it's yeah.
the
sorry.
facts are there before we even get to the
Yeah.
body cams.
It's ridiculous how different everybody operates. All these police departments and all these. It's like
Like-
it's ridiculous.
State by state.
Yeah. State by state, city by city. Even I feel like now it's like everywhere.
Hell yeah.
Everywhere it's like almost it's a whole different set of rules, and it's kind of bullshit. It's like
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
We should all have one sort of set of laws, right? That's like
exactly.
that's bound. It's like
accountable. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think my biggest takeaway from this, because I've always seen like that video. What's the guy's name we just mentioned?
Rashard
Brooks.
So watching, I typically don't like watching these clips, just because, like, obviously
it's a murder on video. Yeah.
Well, rest in power to Rashard Brooks. Like,
yes, of course.
Yeah.
So we get into breaking stuff down. Yeah.
So in the beginning of the clip, I saw he was definitely trying to de-escalate the situation. And right. So here's my thing. It's not to say he was he's 100% innocent. That's not the case. But never should the case be murder. The cops have a duty to serve and protect, and they are just absolutely. And again, it's not all of them, but again, we're not going into this back and forth of all lives matter, blue lives matter, because that's bullshit right now. That's complete BS. Like, that's not what we're fighting for. We know blue lives matter. We know all lives matter. That's not.
Yeah, y'all schooled me on that already.
But
schooled me on that.
It's cool. It's cool, bro.
It's cool.
Nah, but it's just but like, dude, that's the thing. I learn something new more and more every day from both sides. It's not, and that's what's good about, I mean, not good. Obviously, I don't want people getting murdered and everything, but I'm getting more and more invested in learning about how laws work, and knowing your rights is such an underrated like thing. Like, if you know your rights, you can just be like, nah, fuck out of here. Like, I know my rights. I don't.
I don't either.
So that's what I'm saying.
This is something that is also not taught in our curriculum. In school, we're not taught.
Unless you like major in law and shit.
Exactly. Then that's in college. You got to wait for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if your parents are lawyers.
or like master's degree, like even after you finish your bachelor's.
Yeah.
Like, now we're going to learn about the shit that's actually necessary for your real world experiences.
It's insane.
Yeah. Have fun with the Pythagorean's theorem, everyone.
It is lit, though. That shit is lit.
Pythagorean.
Or whatever. Sorry.
But no, nonetheless, right? I was watching a video, and like from right there, him de-escalating the situation is like, okay, cool. If like, I don't know how it works. All I know is at the end of the day, the cops could have easily said, all right, cool, dude. Like, we will escort you to the station right now. Like, you will leave your car here. Like, or no? What happened, Ariel?
As a police officer and in law enforcement, I have been told, and I also have seen this visibly, you can ask a police officer, yo, take me home, please.
Right.
They're public servants. Like,
so there you go.
Yeah, there you go. The thing is, he was intoxicated
while driving.
And,
so that was the issue, right?
No, but he pulled himself over. He didn't wait. He didn't get pulled over by cops.
We're taught these things.
So he's like, you know what? I'm drunk, so I'm gonna sit. So he pulled over, and he was sleeping in his car. Yeah, and the cops came over, and then they were like, oh, like, they started interrogating.
Not to say it's like okay to drive.
Oh, not at all. It's not okay to drive.
Oh, of course, right. But
in a situation, at least he was
aware, and he said, you know what? I can't do this. I'm gonna pull over.
Exactly.
And he was sleeping in the car, like.
So they woke his ass up.
Exactly.
And then
wow.
Yeah,
I thought he was driving drunk and they pulled him over.
Right. And no. And I get it. Like, it's like, obviously, yeah. So when he gets out of the car, they start interrogating him and stuff like that, and resisting arrest, which is what you saw in the video. Like, but like, obviously, yeah. He should not have resisted arrest, but that's not gonna say you should kill him at all.
Especially when he's running away.
That's where
you're telling me
the
that
jiu-jitsu comes in.
Yeah,
that's where jiu-jitsu comes in.
You're telling me that two cops, I think it was two, right? Was it two or three?
Two. It looked like two. Yeah.
It looked like two cops. But you're telling me that cops can't hold a drunk dude? Like,
what is he gonna do if he runs away?
He has no weapons. He has no weapons.
They couldn't. That's the thing. It's not that they couldn't. They didn't want to.
Yeah, they want to put in the effort.
They could have easily done it. They could have easily held a freaking drunk guy who was harmless, who had no weapons, who was intoxicated. But they didn't choose to.
Bro, that's
the worst
part.
part.
Thing.
Yeah, the worst part is that as he's running away, you visibly see the officer just drop his taser when he was within reach.
He shot it, I think.
Continue pursuing
Yeah.
for a takedown or to at least get him with the taser, but he just drops it and picks his gun up and just shoots. Like, where is he going, dude?
Right. So the
He's
intent
drunk, he's
to
probably
harm
gonna
the
fall.
officers. So the intent to harm the officers like wasn't there, right? Wait,
No.
but I heard he shot one of the things at them. No, the
Well, he
tasers?
turned
Or
around
the-
and I think he pointed the taser back or something. But
'cause
He
he
got-
stole.
he got his hands on the
stole
taser?
one of their tasers,
I
I
think
believe so. Yes.
bro. So like, this is my thing too. Like, the cops are just fucking incompetent sometimes. Like never should there be. So imagine it wasn't his taser. Imagine he just took the officer's gun.
The guy who
Right?
killed him graduated in January
Bro, seriously?
and just
Like-
had like some sort of training done in April, from what I saw on Twitter just recently.
That's OD.
They need more
That's
training.
OD.
They need way more training.
Way more
They
training.
need to keep
Bro,
up with the
4
training
years
every
to-
week.
8 years
Yeah.
to be a doctor. You got 4 years for this career for being a teacher, but like being
Bro,
a cop takes
You could
8
graduate high
freaking
school
months.
and
High
then
school diploma.
and
bit-
8 months of training.
But
Dude, to
here's
me-
the
I know
thing.
people in my high school that graduated that should not be cops right now.
I say that all the
Exactly.
time. I know people who were fucking delinquents, and then I say, remember the kid? I don't want to say. Never mind.
Yo, he's gonna be listening to the
yo-
podcast like, oh, word, I'm a delinquent now.
I've ran into kids where I'm like, oh shit, like whatever. He was cool, but he was crazy. I'm just like, of course you're.
Bro,
a
there
cop
needs
now, bro.
to
Like,
be
what-
mental stability checks. There needs to be checks. Like, I don't understand. I don't.
And to
'Cause-
give you guys some insight, when I obviously applied for a law enforcement job before, I'm not gonna hide about that. But
Wow.
Wow.
What I-
cancel,
Cancel.
cancel you.
what I noticed in the process was that the psychiatric evaluation was a 20
Hi, what's your
minute,
name?
It was a 20-minute sit down of him going over certain questions that you answered in the psych test. And that's it. There is no follow-up. There is no, hey, if you need anything, you can call me. We can talk during, like, while you're there. There's none of that. It's just, all right, good luck. See ya.
Wow.
So if it's
Yo,
that easy to,
I just
it's ridiculous.
so here's the thing, and for those that are listening, like, we don't want y'all to think like we bashing cops, we hate cops. No, never that. I have friends who are cops, who are cool people, want to do the right thing. I mean, they work for very like chill neighborhoods anyway, so they don't see much action. But to your point, yeah, a lot of people, let's say they don't find jobs, right? They can't find a career job. They need money. A lot of them resort to going to the academy to be an officer because like
And it's
whatever.
a quick process.
Yeah, exactly. But it's funny you mentioned that because I watched a movie the other day with what's his name, with Al Pacino. This was back in the 70s. Or was it? Yeah, 70s.
Oh, Dog Day Afternoon?
No. Serpicchio. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correct. Serpico. Thank you.
Yeah.
It came out in 1973, and basically he's an NYPD. It
Mhm.
takes place here in New York,
Yep.
and he's one of the good ones, and he's trying to fight corruption within the police system. And like that got me I'm like, yo, this movie's back in 1973. Imagine like today, like I want to know like the ins and outs of like the corruption within the police force.
It
I
is
think it's way worse back then, bro. I think it's better now.
I think so too, to a certain extent.
Yeah, to a certain
depending on
extent. It is, from what I've seen and experienced, it is very easy to have a power trip and just go, you know what? Fuck it. Nothing's gonna happen to me. It's almost this sense of, it's like they have this cushion of accountability that they're never gonna fall on. So it's like,
It's like an image.
Yeah.
Also, it
image. It's
becomes like,
oh, that's a cop. He's a good guy.
yeah.
it also becomes like us versus them. Like
Mhm.
it's also like they get into that mindset. Let's say I'm a
Yeah.
cop. It's like
And
me
you can
versus
tell
them.
that.
which sucks.
And you can tell about that because if I guess we're bringing everything that's happened within the past week into the convo. Dave Chappelle, his special that just came out.
Amazing.
That shit was dope.
He mentioned
He's
Chris
one of the
Dorner,
best.
who attempted to report an officer for police brutality, and he ended up getting fired. I'm not trying to justify what he ended up doing after that. It's just why did it have to get to that point? There is if clearly there is a clear morale issue in the police department. There is a clear competency issue there as well.
And the morale is fucking murkied by brotherhood and bond of being a fucking police officer.
And it's also extremely toxic because I've been reading that some Atlanta cops are just walking off the job, that they're just quitting and stuff because this dude got charged with murder for murdering somebody. So clearly we know where you stand. You don't need to be a cop anyway. Thanks for turning your shield. See ya.
It's like you should be one of those cops that's like, good. Like, you shouldn't be murdering the citizens you swore to protect. Unless you were in actual danger. Unless this guy is shooting a physical gun or like a bow and arrow. Like, even, y'all saw that video of that dude with the bow and arrow?
Yo, he got
trying to shoot. Washed. He got washed.
Oh my God, yeah, he got swarmed.
He said he got out his whip and he was like, all lives matter. And he started like shooting arrows.
He shot one. After that, it was a wrap. People
just got swarmed.
All lives matter, but you're trying to kill people.
Yeah. It's like they don't see how fucking bogus their argument is. It's like,
it's disgusting. And
It's
then on
fucking
top
bad.
of it, so I mean, it's a more even depressing things. There have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lynchings within the past 2 weeks.
from trees, right?
And I call them lynchings because that's what they are. Everybody's ruling them as suicide, and it's very, very coincidental that all these black dudes are just
right now
hanging from trees now. It's insane that they're all just being ruled as suicide. Rest in power to Malcolm Harsh, Robert Fuller. 2 of them are unidentified in Houston and Georgia. And then, please pardon me if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Well, I'm just gonna say his last name, Poole, Pule.
Okay.
This is disgusting, dude.
Yeah.
And bro, like I found the news out about this, about how much lynchings there were to be. Like after I was watching Watchmen, and like episode 2, like the episode like starts out with a freaking lynching. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Like it starts out with a lynching.
Dude,
I wouldn't necessarily call it a lynch. Well,
right.
It was. He was hanging from a tree.
Yeah.
Dude.
And I don't know the full extent of the details. I don't know. They didn't reveal it yet from the episode.
Yo, you are in for a ride.
But
dude,
like,
wait,
so much backstory.
let me ask you, did you hear about, like, prior to this whole, the whole George Floyd, like, to that murder, and then the whole uptake in racial injustice and the history of that, did you ever hear about the Tulsa, Oklahoma, like, massacre?
I know about it. I didn't know how insane it was. I didn't know that it was referred to as Black Wall Street.
Right.
It's disgusting, fam.
I didn't know anything about it.
I knew nothing about it, dude. I thought it was like I thought it was like fake. I thought it was like for the show, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And then after I looked it up, I was looking up a review, and it was like based on the historical event of 1921. I was like, wait, what? I was like, this.
I found out 2 weeks ago that it's real. I learned about it in the show. I thought it was fake, and then when y'all brought it up, I was like, wait, what? This shit is real?
Yeah, and it's like it's nuts how none of this shit is covered or spoke about.
Speaking of which, if those who are listening haven't seen Watchmen yet, HBO is showing it for free.
Check that out.
They're showing it for free. So I'm not entirely sure how it works.
Shout out to HBO.
Because of what's going on? Or?
Yeah. To shine light into it. Yeah. Because
it's crazy how relevant it is. It is insane how relevant it is. I'm
actually kind of jealous of Eunice because he's watching it now, and you can
know. Yeah.
Like,
it's so good.
Yeah.
I know it's relevant, but I don't know how relevant because I can't. It's fresh in his.
Yeah, you might forget some stuff.
It's because the anniversary is coming up of like of what happened in Tulsa.
Yeah, it's actually I think
Juneteenth, right? That's what they're calling
June
it.
19th?
No, June 19th is Juneteenth is different.
Slavery was abolished, correct?
Yeah, officially abolished. Yes, that was
they're actually going to start streaming it. Yeah, tomorrow, right? Yeah,
tomorrow. Yeah, it's an all weekend long thing.
Yeah.
So if you
I'm sure y'all got 9 hours. Y'all got 9 hours this weekend.
It's quarantine. You're inside.
And like, yeah, if you don't have HBO, there's no excuse because it's free. I don't know how. You can just look it up.
It's only free this weekend, however. That's the thing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So nonetheless, I'm sure a shit ton of people are going to be tuning in.
Disclaimer.
I might even tune in.
And disclaimer: if any of our listeners are offended by the use of white supremacy as a villain. Yeah,
Get out.
Yeah,
Suck
might
my
not have a
dick
good
in the
time.
back.
I can't, bro. I remember seeing the tweets, and I didn't even watch the show, and I lost brain cells. I was like, "What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
He's like
You
social
guys are."
justice warrior, social justice warrior.
And
It's like,
imagine the brain
I
cells
hate,
being.
you know, I hate that. I hate that word, social justice, like that whole phrase,
The
like
term.
It's
term.
JW.
It's so annoying. It's like if somebody brings up, like I would always see it, and I felt so terrible for Brie Larson when she had to deal with all this bullshit. Like she was like constantly getting, oh, you're social justice warrior, you're like, because she was a feminist, you know, and she would say what she fucking believed and would want equality for women and minorities too. I think she would also speak about that, and they were like, oh, it's like too social justice warrior-y. It's like trying to shove it in our face. It's like, well, maybe if it wasn't like this,
It wouldn't have
you
to
wouldn't
be.
have to do this.
Yeah.
Like it's like instead of saying, you know, this is annoying, how about just be like, it's annoying that this shit is actually going on in real life.
Yeah.
Like that this shit is like, if they're pointing out flaws for us to go and fix in the future. It's not just because they're like, oh, we want to annoy you. No. It's like,
so
use your fucking head.
Let me ask y'all this. So with everything that's going on, like this, I'm like, it's so weird because we are literally in history right now.
Yeah.
Like this is history in the making. We are living it. Like when we have children, like they're gonna read it in their textbooks, and we're gonna be like, I remember that. Like, and I can tell you about it.
Yep.
You know, and so here's my thing though, because what's going on now, it's not just a weekly, bi-weekly, you know, this is gonna last. Like I personally feel that, you know, because all these big name brands, all like the social media accounts, all these celebrities are just on top of it. They're like, yo, we're not gonna let this die down, because unless real change is seen, like we can't let it die. And I 100% agree with that. Like this can't, I know, so like it could be a little bit like, oh, like, you know, it is overwhelming because, you know, especially with COVID going on, it's like, there's so much going on.
Dude,
right
it's
now.
the perfect storm to bring down
It's
like
insane,
the economy
dude.
and to fucking, it's so much
Yeah.
going on.
So it's like now so what I'm getting at though is I want to ask y'all, because we're going to see a lot of studios, especially for like our movie studios, right? Warner Brothers, like Disney, like all these guys are going to start, you know, all of a sudden now, like, oh, maybe we do need to get more diverse in the workplace. And now, so do y'all think we're going to start seeing that more and more now with our comic book movies? Like,
I hope it's not
Absolutely.
forced. I just don't want it to be forced.
Right.
You know, I don't want, like, there's like, you can't be like too woke, I guess. Or it's like you don't hire this guy just because he's white. Then you're doing like the opposite. Like,
Right.
I don't know.
But my thing is because I know Ray Fisher had posted about this on his Twitter and everything, and he was just saying like, oh, I'm not just grateful for Zack and like Chris Terrio for like the script that they wrote for like Cyborg, but like Cyborg as a black character was the heart of the film. So it's like, and Zack and Chris weren't doing that just to be like, oh yeah, like because he's black. Like, no, obviously not. Like, it's because they saw something in that character, like that.
Right.
This is what they want to center their story around.
And he's one of the 3 mother boxes.
Right.
The walking mother box.
Right. To be technical, yeah. But
yeah.
like it's just saying that like I don't know, like Hollywood I feel has gotten better in terms of, you know, I guess diversity. I don't know. I feel like do y'all think it should still be more?
I feel like they definitely have gotten better. And of course there definitely still needs to be more, cuz maybe in front of the camera there has been quote unquote diversity, but behind the camera,
right,
like in the
that's
Flash,
what I'm inferencing.
For example, the Flash, they got their first black writer, season 6.
Wow.
Their first. And I'm just like, you had a whole entire black family in that show as the center point.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's great, right? So thanks for bringing that up, Eunice. I think it was more behind the camera that I was referring to than rather in front, because in front, obviously, we've been seeing it a lot, right? But there are so many other talented directors, writers, producers, that are people of color. And what I was going to say about that too, I remember an interview that Journey Smouye did with she did an interview. Juicy Smouye. But no.
Wait, Journey or Juicy?
No, Journey. I'm talking about Black Canary.
I love Journey. I love Journey.
We like Journey.
So Journey, talk to your brother though. But she did an interview and she just, because Margot Robbie had produced Birds of Prey, and like she went up to Margot and was like, Margot, I would really appreciate it if I had like it was a black hairdresser, like for my wardrobe and stuff like that. And she like explained everything to Margot. Margot's like, absolutely. She's like, I didn't know how important this was to you, but she's like, we'll get it done. We'll bring her in and we'll have her do your, everything that's needed for you.
Sick.
Which is that's dope.
That's dope.
First of all, shout out my wifey, Margot Robbie. LOL JK, Kayla, you my wifey. Margot second. But nonetheless, it's like, like it shows how important it is to the people that are on screen at having, people that they can sort of relate to and be behind the scenes. Because of course, like I'm sure Journey and Margot have a great relationship. And I'm sure she probably had a great relationship with the hairdresser who was white. But it's just like, she's like, with my hair, I like it this particular way with this particular hairdresser, And it's good.
Her hair was fire in the movie.
It was.
Say that.
Right. So, and I know it's little things like this that I feel like we, as the audience, don't really pay attention to. But it's important. It's relevant. So we need to continue, and I hope Hollywood does continue on that trend of, okay, like let's start making our workplace more diverse, not just on screen, but off screen. And, that goes a lot into, it's just weird, right? With all this going on, we get a PS5 drop with a Miles Morales game coming out. I'm just like,
and
the timing. Right. The
timing. I want to speak
like,
about that.
Yeah.
I want to speak about that. No,
go ahead.
But time out. My little brother is waiting for me. I got to open the door. Hold up.
Go ahead.
All righty.
To continue on about Hollywood.
No, hold on. I got a question though, Junior.
What's up?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess for everyone. Her asking for a black hairdresser. What if she was white and a black hairdresser came in and she said, I want a white hairdresser because she knows she would know my hair better? How do you think that would look?
You're asking.
I don't know.
That's tricky. That's a great question. That's tricky.
I mean, I can see society making a big problem about that.
Society will make a big problem about that, but
I don't know if I would have. I don't think I would have a problem with it though. I wouldn't
either, because like I get both ways.
Right.
But again, I feel like
even still me saying I would get it, I still feel like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. But the other way around, I don't really feel bad for it. Is that fucked up?
That's Eunice.
Yeah, that's Eunice.
Well, what are we talking
Eunice.
about?
So what I said was, what if it was the other way around, and the actor's white, and a black hairdresser came in, and she did the same thing, respectfully explained and everything, why she wants a white hairdresser. How do you think society would perceive that? Do you think they would even listen to the story or her explanation, or they would just be like, "Oh"?
I think you can't. I think it can't be comparable because white people aren't underrepresented in Hollywood. They're not. Black people, people of color, minorities are the people that are underrepresented in Hollywood.
And
that
also
aren't
catered to
shots.
the least. It's also
but
safe
listen,
to
the reason why I asked is because I just pictured myself going to a barber. I'm not gonna let some white dude named Carl cut my hair. I want some Dominican. I want Alex.
Some Dominican.
Okay, now why
or Alex?
Is that racist of me? I don't.
What if he's nice though? What if he's good at his job?
What if
But
Carl's
what if
the
I
best
don't
barber
know?
in the world?
What if I don't know? You walk in and you walk in and they both have a seat open. Got Carl and you got fucking. I don't want to say. I don't even. How come I can
say
think of
Alex?
a white
Just say
racist
Alex.
name?
Just say Alex.
All right, Alex.
Okay.
Who are you gonna go to? And you don't know either of them.
It doesn't matter for me. I'd rather just go to someone to get my fucking cut.
I'm gonna go to Alex. I'm gonna go to Alex. I say it right there, and I don't feel bad for saying that. But
You shouldn't.
There's no shame in saying who you prefer to do your hair. That's
But
not even a story. They
I
just
don't-
turned it into something because whatever reason. It's just
You're racist.
If it was the other way around, though, I feel like it would be a story. That's all I'm saying.
I feel
and
you.
if I guess if it's blown
Isn't
up,
that fucked
but
up? Isn't the world just fucked up?
It's
Right.
been fucked up, fam. It's
It's
been
gonna
fucked
take
up.
a long time for you to feel normal, and not feel bad for this shit, and just do whatever you think is. I don't know, dude. It's just. It's
But
weird.
shout out, but for real, I know like we joke on Gen Z or millennials. I mean, we're millennials anyway, but like the younger crowd.
Gen Z.
Hey, out
No,
here,
make
man.
fun of Gen Z as much as you want, my guy.
No.
My
But
generation.
I really do want to commend the young kids because it's a pandemic and they're out here. They're out of school. They have purpose. Like they're really out here in numbers and stuff. And that's what helps. The youth helps. Like I'm pretty sure there's people who probably marched in the civil rights movements that's still out here today. Still,
Yeah.
God willing, you know what I'm saying? So it's dope to see that the youth, even though y'all eat Tide Pods.
But I actually heard like Mark, I think it was your dad that said it. Who told Eric, who then told me. Like
The bridge. Yeah.
the
I
bridge,
got it.
yeah.
Look at that delegation.
Because he had asked, your dad, like, oh, like, was it worse? The civil rights movement, of 1968, how was it then compared to now? He's like, I think now is a lot like worse.
Better.
Like
Or worse.
It's getting
in
filmed.
terms
It's
of
a lot stronger.
like
now.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, it's a lot stronger now than it was before, which is a great thing. Like that, and I forgot a reverend had said this. Like, I like that it's not just black people that are fighting for this.
Right. That's what makes it
Everyone.
huge.
Yeah.
It's
It's
everyone.
it's literally
Everyone's like,
people
yo,
in
the world.
France,
is
The
London,
world, dude. The
like
world.
Yeah.
places all over the world are doing this.
And
Like,
You
you
got
still
the
have-
Amish community out here fighting for
Witches.
black lives.
Witches came out.
That's wild.
Witches came out. Batman came out. We
The
joked
Amish,
about this.
the Amish came out. How do the Amish don't even know? How did they even know what's going on?
Bro, you know you're on the wrong side of history.
everyone, Ezekiel.
Yo, you got the Jehovah's Witnesses. Like, oh, perfect. Like, yeah. Like, just waving their shit around. Like,
It's
Wild,
a
man.
crazy time, and it's also the time that you need to choose to be on the right side of history because there's a lot of people looking like bozos right now, especially
yeah, 100%.
especially number 45 who just got made a fool of. He looked like a wild dickhead right now, like an orange dick right now. So
I heard about that.
because DACA,
Trump.
him trying to DACA is the education program that they have. So DACA is the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. It's basically immigrant children are allowed to pursue education in this country, even though they're not citizens, without being deported. If you're in school, you're not going to get deported for being an immigrant. And Obama brought that on, and Trump was trying to get rid of that and trying to deport all these kids who are just trying to get an education. He was just trying to make it here because that's why their parents came here. And now he looks like the wild pendejo
Bozo.
because the Supreme Court was like, yo, hold that, my guy. So he looks like an idiot right now, and that's another victory for us as a community. But these cops still need to be arrested who killed Breonna Taylor. And on top of that, some more good news. Those cops, wait, no, that's not good news. Because I just reread this. I thought it was talking about the cops in Buffalo that they already got charged and all that. I thought it was just talking about something else with them.
Oh, for the old man that got his
Yeah,
head.
he can't walk anymore, bro.
Nah. I think he can't walk right now.
He says he's fractured his skull and is unable
Yeah.
to walk.
No, yeah,
Right,
I don't
right.
know it's right now. It's right now.
Right
though.
now,
I read an
yeah.
article
Yeah.
about it. He
Damn.
right now.
Yo,
So that's that clickbaity.
He
title.
better
Yeah.
he better
Bakey?
fucking sue, bro. Also,
Yo.
I also heard that the Trump. Well, I didn't hear. I mean, it says it right here. I'm just not sure how reliable it is. So take this with a grain of salt. But apparently, the Trump administration is making immigrant parents pay $800 for a DNA test to get their kids back, like as in kids that were taken by like
Nice.
ICE.
By
Yeah.
ICE.
Yeah. So basically, they're selling kids back to their parents.
Bro, what
Who
the
reported this?
yo?
I have to look.
We got this covered.com.
It's really not that like shocked, but not surprised if it was true.
Right.
We live in a
But-
parallel universe right now. It is
But
definitely
yo,
a parallel universe.
I wanna ask because it's crazy, bro. Like it's crazy times right now with that. Like the code, like we might see a
A resurgence.
like yep. Like I'm just like damn. But Eunice, I want to ask you real quick. Like I'm not really educated on the whole situation. What's going on in Yemen right now? Like that's been one of my main things that I want to like learn about as well. Like with everything going on in the world.
So all right, so it started, I say about 2013.
Disregard that.
Oh,
What I
so
said.
it was
Okay. All right.
okay.
Bet.
Thankful.
Word, thank God.
That would have been terrible, right?
Abolish
Well-
ICE, by the way.
Well,
Fuck ICE.
it's from
Abolish
2018.
ICE.
But so anyway, go ahead.
All right, so it started 2013. There was like a tribe of people in Yemen that basically they were just like rebels and they rebelled against the government, took over the government, blah, blah, blah. And this was around 2013, I'd say about in the summer. I left May 2013. I was there for a year. So literally
word?
before this all started, I don't know if I'd be stuck there till now if I was there because airports are like gone. No more airports in Yemen. And then there was just a bunch of wars, everything, airstrikes,
Wow.
Saudi Arabia, America, they're all contributing to it, especially Saudi Arabia mainly though, because that's probably one of the most corrupt countries in the world.
I saw a post.
So I've heard, thanks to Hassan Minaj. Shout out to him, bro.
Some
He be-
knowledge is a
Yo,
goat.
that's
Yo,
my guy.
he is so knowledgeable. Like he knows his shit.
Swear,
But
because
I saw a post the other day that was like, yo, like the world has just failed the Middle East. And it
Oh.
really has, dude. Like
Ever since
sure.
9/11, ever since the Gulf War, I feel shit's been fucked up. And the
Yeah.
Gulf War precedes all of us, even me, because I was
Mhm.
born, I think, 2 years after it. But it's all bullshit. All over greed, all over this stupid notion of thinking that we're the world police when we should really be the world's shoulder, fam.
our country is United States is the most nosy fucker in the world. They have to get their hand into every little
Yep.
thing, and when we don't even have our shits together.
Yep.
Yeah.
right.
United States isn't even intact right now, and we're still getting our fingers there. Like
And-
I never
and
understood.
That's because they want to they think that they can. They're I guess to defend them, I guess, but the way they think is like they want to prevent that shit from coming here.
Right.
They don't want that shit to escalate,
Right.
so they think that they have the right to go there and help.
Just handle it there. Yeah.
But really, what they're doing is they're
Fucking it up even more.
I'm sorry.
Containing. They're containing, basically.
I don't think the Yemen crisis will
Oh, I'm not
pour
talking.
out
I don't know.
to us.
I don't
So
know about
he's-
Yemen.
Yeah.
I'm
I know what you're
talking
saying.
about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about after 9/11 and everything.
Oh, like Iraq and everything that was going on over there and all that.
Yeah.
That was for oil, bro.
That was all for oil, fam. We were occupying.
Hey,
We were occupying. Same way that in Watchmen that Vietnam became a state.
Yeah. After
Yeah,
that.
I'm pretty sure Iraq.
Whoa. Don't spoil it for my guy.
That-
No spoilers for Eunice.
It's in
Yeah,
the
but
comics.
that's
Nah, it's
Wow,
good.
nah,
I
the
thought
guy-
that's in the
pretty obvious.
beginning. That was in the beginning.
Nah. It just gets me tight that a dude that hates spoilers out spoiling shit.
I'm on timeout. I'm on timeout.
I'm
I'm benched. I'm benched.
yeah,
I
man.
yield
But
my time.
All right, Eunice, continue, because I.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
keep teaching
So
us.
the war escalated. It's still going on now, and then it just escalated into the world's biggest famine in the world. 30 million people starving. There's like
Damn.
I don't know what the exact number was, but they said every 10 minutes a kid dies.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Christ.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and like nobody you won't see this on your local news, obviously. You're not going to see it anywhere. It's just Twitter and everything. But, like, my family in Yemen, happily, I said sadly, thankfully, they're not, like, fully affected by it. But I'm saying this, and I feel like they're not fully affected by it yet.
Right.
Because I feel like it's going to come. Like, I've seen,
kind of thing.
Exactly. I've seen science. I've seen like studies saying that Yemen would even be a country in like 10 years. Like
Jesus
my kids
Christ.
won't even know where we came from, because
Wow.
they said like the famine will take over. COVID is gonna get worse because it's already there already, and it's killing people.
Jesus Christ.
So they're like, I don't know. Like I never expected it to be that bad. Like last time I went, it was a time in my life. Like obviously I wasn't used to it, but like everything was fine. And then literally those last 2 months, shit started to get worse and worse. And I was there from October of 2012 to May 2013. I was supposed to be there until October of 2013, like stay a whole year. But then we just left because shit escalated.
Wow.
It was wild.
And now that your family can't come here because the airports.
I mean, no, they live there. They wouldn't be able to come regardless. But like, I don't know. They wouldn't be able to come regardless. They live there. They've lived there the whole lives. They never came here.
Yeah, man. The world is. I look like the saying like, "Oh, the world's getting scary." Like, nah, it's been scary, fam.
It's been on fire, fam.
Yeah.
It's scary. Now you're
We
just
started
knowing
to
about
find
it.
out.
Right.
Exactly.
And like
that's
the positive and negative thing about social media, right? It's because you get all this information, but at the same time, you're just like, whoa, like what the fuck, like
People are waking up.
Yeah, that's true. And that's something I can appreciate. And you know, from experience, I could say I'm definitely one of them. You know, I never thought I would get as passionate about these sort of political issues, or not even. I don't even want to use the term political, but just just global
human,
like affairs, right?
Human issues,
exactly. It you know, I always see things and I scroll by them. It's like, oh, okay, like, you know, that's not that good, but let me not really get too involved in it, because I'm a positive person. I typically don't like to see negativity, but the only way to turn something into in order to turn a negative into a positive, you know, we have to see this stuff. We have to be able to see it, to spread the message, and that's the only way knowledge, and that's the only way that shit is going to spread to positive, like everything. J. Cole just dropped his new song, which was fucking phenomenal. And he's just talking about real shit, but Twitter tried to cancel my guy. Can y'all believe that?
Why?
Yeah.
Because he had said something about what's her name?
Oh, because he's talking about No Name. All right. Do you guys know the backstory behind that?
I don't.
I do. I know a little bit of it. I know she tweeted out something about like how your favorite rapper isn't tweeting about it.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, she's talking about J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, but like,
yeah, I mean, J. Cole is out protesting.
So was Kendrick. So was Kendrick.
Kendrick was as well. And
shout out Kendrick, bro.
And Kendrick literally made a whole album about this whole shit.
To Pimp a Butterfly. And and it wasn't just To Pimp a Butterfly.
They were doing
Kid,
this
Mad City was
cool.
also about it. Damn was all about what's going on. It's still very relevant. It is insane that
they were talking about this shit.
That people have this notion of celebrities in their head that they're
right.
like,
oh you didn't post on social media?
Yeah, you need to be an activist. Fam, J. Cole, yes, he does make conscious records and stuff. But he has never also put himself in the forefront saying, I am representing you as your voice. He's not saying, I am the representative of this community and I'm the leader of all this. He didn't say any of that. But his response, this record was a response to her. And also, J. Cole is a rapper first. He's speaking back to her in his language and in a language that she also understands, because No Name she's also a rapper.
But
and she's also sick with it.
And the way he articulated it, though, he wasn't bashing her.
No.
Yo, my son, when my son J. Cole disses somebody, it's more of a let's
humbling.
Yeah, let's talk.
Right.
In all his disses too, like even in his last album when he was dissing
1985,
1985 I Arrive, exactly.
Yeah.
Was it Lil Pump? Yeah, he was like, I forgot the lyrics, but like he was literally just saying, "Sit down, let's have a talk." I'm like, bro, is this how he's
man, let me talk with you.
So and he literally says he said to No Name like, "Yo, you're more educated than me on this stuff. Like, teach me. Why don't you like
Yeah, and he also
it.
admitted that he feels like he's not doing. He hasn't done enough to help.
But what about like what Dave Chappelle said about how like y'all are doing good. Like
the
I'm
streets are talking
the
for us.
seat.
Exactly, the streets are talking for us. So two things can be true. Yes, celebrities can shut the fuck up and just support silently, and they don't need to speak out about it,
right?
Because either they wouldn't know how to articulate, or they just wouldn't be in the kind of position to make statements like that, maybe.
Right.
And then you also have celebrities that
feel comfortable.
That do feel comfortable with that and are out here.
Video montages of white actors. Those video montages of actors are fucking horrendous.
Like, they're like looking at the camera. They're like, racism has to stop now.
Wait, when did this happen?
It's like I didn't know it was this bad. I'm just like, oh my god.
Wait, when did this happen?
Like this happened twice. One, there was one this week, and there was one a couple months ago. I forgot.
Oh, with COVID, with Gal.
Yeah, with Gal.
No,
people were trashing her.
Oh yeah.
People were trashing her, and I was like, all right, dude, like relax. Gal is probably the most innocent like human being ever.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey, do you want to do this video? Right. She's like, fine.
Her intentions were good. It was just tone deaf. That's all. It's just
right.
And you had no problem.
Same with this last one. But no, nonetheless, back to your point, right? You have those like Chappelle, like J. Cole, that's like, yo, society is talking for us. We're just gonna shut the fuck up and let them do the talking. But then you also have others like LeBron, who is up
super
there,
outspoken. Yep.
Right. So it's like whichever way, like there's support on either side. There's support on the side of those who are, and it's not even that Chappelle and J. Cole are silent about it, but they're just letting society do the talking.
They're
and
taking the wheel, yeah.
Right, and they're just in the back like, okay, like they're just like like cheering them on, like, yeah, got it. And LeBron is leading the pack in the sense.
And you see John Jones too? John Jones out there fucking like, telling kids and people to stop, like bashing windows and stealing shit. He's like, nah, get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like,
and I doubt anyone's gonna fuck with John Jones.
Yeah, hell no.
Imagine telling John Jones, yo.
Like, sorry, sir. I'll paint the walls right now. Yes, sir.
Oh shit, it's John Jones.
I'll put this glass back together.
Like, there's people that are like, okay, these people need to like shut up and like let us do the talking, and then there's people that are getting mad that they're not doing the talking.
You can't win.
And, like,
you really can't.
It's wild. It's why I can't understand like how. Like there's
always controversy, dude.
And it's like these people with no profile pictures and 0 followers that are getting these people
who have not made a statement themselves.
Social media is such a joke.
My thing is like it's like
fucking Russians, bro.
Especially for people who like, how are you gonna say it's like accuse them of not caring? Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, you're gonna accuse them of not caring about police brutality and systemic racism in this fucking country. The last 2 people you could ever say. You could say fucking Tekashi. You could say so many other rappers that just like that.
Name me 2 more. Name me 2 more. Name me 2 more rappers.
Soulja Boy and Lil Pump. Boom.
All right. Awesome. I'll take it. Acceptable.
So like you can name other rappers that like, I'm not saying that they don't like in real life. I'm just saying that like you could say like, oh yeah, look, like they like, but J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar,
yo, they're about to drop a collab together. Come on, man. Just on racial injustice.
They've been saying that for the past 7 years, bro. I've been waiting on it. I need it.
But it's just fucking dumb. It's like, come on. Like
that. Yeah, I've learned to accept that even if we're on the same side, like there's still people that are even on the same side, there's division, you know, like, and that could be said about anything, like, team, for example,
MLK and Malcolm X, look at that.
Right. That's very true. But at the same time, they both had respect for one another.
Oh, of course.
Both just had different ideologies to get there. And I feel like in today's society, both are being implemented. And I think that's what's going to work. I think both ideologies being implemented. Yep. Malcolm X was more like aggressive, like we got to take the fight to them. And Dr. King's more like, all right, like let's chill out, let's protest, but let's do it.
And you want to know what's crazy about those 2 legends? They were both assassinated.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the FBI.
Is that a fact or conspiracy theory?
Well, there is a documentary that is on Netflix called "Who Murdered Malcolm X," and
word?
it's a 6-episode series, and it is absolutely amazing. It's very insightful. There's things about Malcolm I did not learn in school because it was just glossed over like everything else.
That's another thing.
During the civil rights era.
That's another thing.
There's a lot about Malcolm I didn't know. There's a lot of fucked up shit that New York City was involved with in dealing with his case. And it's truly disgusting the things that unfolded there without spoiling history for y'all.
Nah, you that. Yo, you know what I didn't know?
What?
The whole Rosa Parks seat thing was it was choreographed. Like they did that. Like Dr.
Yeah, it was
King
organized. Yeah, it was organized.
I was like, yo, that's dope as fuck.
It lasted for like 18 months, I think, that they did that.
It was action. They're like, no, Rosa, no, you got to do it like this. You got to be like, I ain't getting up. Yeah, perfect. You hit that note.
Wait, what? Yo, what are you talking about?
The Rosa Parks where she sat in the front of the bus, like
that was planned.
That was planned.
That was an organized protest, yeah, where she sat in the front. Yeah,
I didn't know that till like my senior year of high school. I'm just like, why didn't I learn this in elementary school? Cool, thank you, school system.
It's unfortunate, but even in, like speaking more on history at least, but y'all should go check that out.
Definitely
that Malcolm X, and also one of my goats in film, Spike Lee dropped The Five Bloods on Netflix.
I heard it was really good.
You need to watch it,
fam.
I heard it was really good.
Fire.
So Black Panther.
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman is in it. But I think we have Oscar nominee for Best Supporting Actor in this film.
I heard we even got Best Picture, but it got to compete with Birds of Prey first.
Ooh.
Then we'll talk.
Oh,
then we'll talk.
Shit! No way, bro.
And Tenet.
If that, yo, do y'all think we're gonna see a movie in 2020 in theaters? I don't think so. I don't think so.
And you know, speaking before
we could go to the gym. Apparently, I think we could go to the theater because there's some gyms that opened up in the city.
Phase 2 starts Monday with parks.
Yeah.
Phase 3.
Parks open up in the city Monday.
Jersey's been on Phase 2. We're about to hit Phase 3 in July.
It's Phase 3.
Y'all
and some gyms are actually already open in the city. Like members only for like a jiu-jitsu gym, like Ian was telling me.
We're about to go into phase -1 because that it's just gonna spike back up again.
Yeah,
yo, like,
and on top of
right now.
And in terms of
we chilling, dude. Trust me,
bro. I've been going to the city every day. Trust me, we chilling.
And also,
has there been a spike after these protests?
Yes.
No, after Memorial Day.
I mean, like, how big of a spike though?
5 states closed again.
But it was more because of Memorial Day, not
it was more because of Memorial Day.
The thing of, I think it would be next week that you would start seeing results, if anybody.
Yeah. Oh, from the riots and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, but everyone wore masks. I'm kidding.
Not.
Antibodies.
Yo, we're chilling. Antibodies.
Antibodies, baby.
No, but AMC and Regal just announced that they are encouraging the use of masks, but they're not requiring it. So you could walk into just
wear the fucking mask.
So
no,
people
you know
like,
this AMC
are like,
AMC's like, so like, yeah, we need all the money we can fucking get, because AMC is like fucking.
You know, Six Flags is open. You just have to wear a mask.
For real? Yo, what are you drinking? What are you drinking?
This is a Coke slushy that my brother made.
All right,
that shit looks
you finish
good.
that. We go on a commercial, and we back. And I just also like to mention before we go on with the happier stuff, Eunice, could you say the woman's name, please?
Oluwatoyin Solo. She was found dead after exposing the person that raped her. And I'm at loss for words because I'm looking at her Twitter account right now, and her last tweet was June 6th. She was alive. like last week.
How old is
and
she
now
again?
She's gone.
Like
She's 19 years old.
Wow.
See, this is something that I feel should be addressed to everyone across the board, that if you have a sibling or if you have someone that you care about who just so happens to be a woman, check on them, please, because we need to protect our girls, fam.
Yeah, man.
These things happen because I guess the eyes aren't paying attention all the time and all that. But luckily we have technology and cameras, and hopefully that fucker could be put under the jail.
The murderer's name is Aaron Glee Jr.
Oh, he's tight.
APB, see ya.
Also teach our boys on how to treat women.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, and is there anything else regarding what happened within the last week?
Oh, all Black trans lives matters too.
Well, yeah, those two women. Rest in power to the two women who unfortunately were killed. Damn, I had their names here too. What the fuck? Sorry, y'all.
Nah, while you look for that though, it's just man. My last kind of statement on this whole topic is just like basically how Mark just said. We, all of us as a community, as a society, just have to do better. No matter if you're white, Black, Latino, brown, whatever it may be, we're all one human race. It's just crazy that we have to keep reminding ourselves that just because someone doesn't look like us doesn't mean they're any less than we are. Like, we're all humans. We all serve a purpose. Like, we all do our own thing. Like, we just need to do a better job. And right, like educating the younger groups. That's exactly it. When we have our younger cousins or, younger siblings, your kids, it's like we got to educate them to, teach them what's right and what's wrong. And like I said, I don't think we'll see a crazy drastic change in our lifetimes, but I think if these, keep getting implemented throughout the years, eventually in however many centuries, there will be a world with a lot more peace than there is today. But
it fucking sucks that you almost have to wish for a parallel universe for everything to be all right, hopefully.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks, but,
I have their names here.
Oh, go ahead.
Rhea Milton in Ohio and Dominique Fells in Pennsylvania.
Rest in peace.
I don't know how y'all feel about it when you hear about these things, especially with what happened with Rayshard Brooks. I get pissed.
It's upsetting.
I get pissed when I see this shit,
and it's almost like it's upsetting, and then it's like I feel like for a majority of people looking at it, or it almost feels desensitizing, where it's like to the point where they're just like, Jesus Christ, like
again,
it's like we're never gonna learn, right? That's how it feels like. It's like we're never gonna learn.
Yeah, it feels like we just keep doing the same shit. It's like no matter how much people tweet or whatever, or like. And
I thought with everything going on, cops would be more like, oh shit, like everybody getting arrested and charged for
acting
these.
Out right now.
No, right, but they're like, oh yeah,
I feel like a lot of this shit is
camera.
like kind of getting on purpose, like trying to like. Because they don't agree with the movement, so then they're going to be like.
So this is their way of protesting?
Right. So, like, that's why you see cops. Like, I saw one video of a cop, like, so, like, amped up. And, like,
you saw like, that with the cops behind him,
yeah. Like God, he was getting off on it. Like, it's, like, gross. It's like, dude, these people are protesting you. Like, not you specifically. I mean,
you're really gonna protest police brutality with police brutality?
It's like, what? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Well, listen, y'all. Stay safe, everyone out there protesting. And again, if you guys do feel like you don't want to be at a protest or anything, you can change.org.
Donate.
You can donate to the cause. NAACP, Black Lives Matter. StandWithBree.com to find out more info on Breonna Taylor's case.
Is there any Yemen organization?
Yeah, is there any
Yeah.
There is on change.org or yemenaid.org, I
Change.org.
believe.
All right,
Okay.
thanks for that, my guy. Yeah, we're gonna get into something lighter because I know this stuff is heavy for everyone listening. If this has overwhelmed you, but this is real life, my guy. So
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
right? Real life is overwhelming.
real life is overwhelming. Sorry to bring that up. Sorry to burst your bubble.
I remember when 2 years ago my biggest problem was just getting the Snyder Cut released, but and now that I have it, the rest of the world is falling to shit.
Falling to shit before that, my guy.
I know.
It's just we got a little bit of light through the clouds.
But
My man said release the Snyder Cut. Not college or anything. It's the biggest
Yeah.
I
Not
don't give a
graduating. Not
Yeah.
graduating.
fuck.
Not 5 years with my girl.
Not
Fuck.
worrying about graduating. Like,
Nah,
Yeah,
release
yeah.
that
getting a
shit.
job.
Yo,
Release that shit.
He's
So-
fine.
So the first thing I want to talk about on that is so Zack Snyder today confirmed that he likes pineapple on pizzas. So I am
I'm gonna have to use a soundboard, my guy. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Cancel.
I'm gonna have to cancel Zack Snyder for that.
Yeah.
Psych, never. You know, after he said that on Vero, right? I believe it was on Vero. He said that. I started contemplating. I was like, yo, maybe I like pineapples on pizza.
Has anyone
Maybe-
ever had it?
Tried
Has
it.
anyone ever had
Have you ever
it?
tried it?
I've never tried it.
Okay,
I had.
hey, listen.
I was drunk.
I-
That shit is
I
bomb.
Eunice, you're young, and I think
Okay,
you
listen, no,
have
I'm
great
not-
promise, my guy.
Don't fuck
Listen.
it up now, man.
I've never had it. However, when I was outside barbecuing, my friend told me to get a chopstick and put shrimp and pineapple on the chopstick to make like a shish kebab type thing.
Okay.
Okay.
And I was like, that's a weird mix.
Oh, that
But
shit
yo,
is good though. That shit is dope.
That's
Grilled pineapple
Yeah. that
on
shit
the
is
barbecue
good.
grill is crack.
But like, you know what it is? I see the pineapple with like the cheese and the crust. I'm just like, what is going on?
No, I don't know how it would
Like,
taste, but like hot pineapple for me is it.
Nah,
So I don't know how it is on
Dude,
pizza.
it's
I-
good. It's good.
I've tasted it on pizza.
You don't like it?
I like it.
Yeah.
What a Celtics
I
fan.
like it.
It's not.
I like
It's
it a
not.
lot.
It's not like. It's like. It's not something I would ever be like. Oh, I need. Give me some.
Right.
Like. But if it's
Exactly.
there, I'm gonna
If it's
take
there,
it.
You'll take it.
Like.
Exactly.
I'm never gonna
Right.
pay for
Like,
it. but-
yo, Zach, you gonna have this slice? Cause I low key like it too. So like, oh, I bet. But
Dude, if Zach
but
likes
nah,
it, I
so-
like it, bro.
word, yo, so after he said that, I was like thinking about it. I was like, yo, like maybe pineapple on pizza has a deeper meaning than what I'm thinking.
Right.
You know, maybe Zach has it all figured out, and I
his
just
movie.
Dude,
yeah, it's just
pineapple on pizza is like the Superman for him.
Imagine Domino's or not Pizza Hut, fuck Pizza Hut, but Domino's started doing this campaign where it's released the Snyder Cut, but it's for the pineapple pizza pie.
Release the
pi-
pineapple
oh,
cut.
man.
On the,
Release the
it has
pineapple
like
cut.
the insignia for Batman vs Superman on the pizza and pineapples.
Jesus.
Disgusting.
Free marketing.
So we're gonna talk about it a little bit more tomorrow because we definitely want to
We
hear
have a
my son,
special- another special guest.
an actual special guest, not
Yeah.
Eunice.
Yeah, it's not me.
Paired with our sixth man.
Eunice, I feel so bad. I'm just like shitting on.
No,
It's all right.
bro.
It's all right because
It's
he's
okay.
always
I'm
bullying.
not a
He
special
always
guest.
bullies our next guest. Bro.
Yeah, he always bullies our
Exactly.
next guest.
I'm a bully for
You
the
know what?
next guest.
Hashtag Spider Monkey will be on. So today's date is the 18th of June 2020. And so the 19th of June 2020. Juneteenth, we will be having Spider Monkey, aka Aight Son. That's what I'm calling him tomorrow. His name is actually Aight Son, but it's Aight
I'm
Son.
gonna wear the
Aight
most
son.
New York outfit
Aight son.
ever.
But like, but shout out to him because he's waking up dummy early to do this podcast. So
Yeah.
shout out to him for
Where
real.
does he
For
live?
real.
He lives he's from Pakistan, but he lives in Saudi Arabia.
What a
Yeah.
flex, dude.
Yeah,
Dude.
he's dope.
But-
Dude.
But so the reason I brought him up is because we're gonna do that podcast tomorrow, and we're gonna talk more about Zack Snyder's Justice League teaser trailer, or just that wasn't even a trailer, just a first look.
Teaser.
That's what it was. Yo. So
Look at
and
Here.
our producer, right. So all right, he took it off, right? It's not on. All right, keep
Can't
it
hear
on.
us?
No. Hold on.
All right,
Yeah.
now you can
Scram.
hear us.
All right. Yo, the look on Wonder Woman's face. Can we talk about that?
Yo, when they showed Green Lantern, it was wild.
Did he leave?
Yeah, he just dipped. How do we let him know to come back on? I guess one of us got to text him. Hold on, I'll text him right now just to let him know when we're coming back on to discuss. So for those that don't know, for those that are new to the show, Ariel, our producer, Ozymandias, does not watch a single first look, not a single trailer, not a single like commercial.
He avoids posters and
yeah, even posters, right? Like spoiler.
He stays
Fuck
away from it, yeah.
So I'm texting him when we're done. Yo, Ariel. No, Ariel, we'll text you when we're done.
Oh, I wonder what you were doing.
Coughing.
Okay.
Ariel, you heard?
Wait. Hold on. Before you continue. For anybody who thinks I'm ridiculous when I'm watching spoilers, it's not that serious.
We were just talking about
that. Oh, all right. It's not that serious, y'all. I just don't want to watch spoilers. It's not that deep.
It is that deep.
No, wait.
So it's not that deep. We can talk about it and you won't get mad right now.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Go ahead, talk about it. I'll just take my headphones off.
Yeah.
Wait,
Put it back on. Put it back on. I'll text you when we're done.
All right.
All right, cool.
See ya.
Green Lantern dies at the end.
No, it's just the first time we see footage, right? Of Darkseid, like actual video.
Yeah, it was actual video, exactly.
How do you pronounce? Is it Ux? How do you say the name? His
Uxas. UX.
Scary.
No, let's.
Uxas.
I know. Hold on. Let's look it up. Uxas. Either way, that shit sounds. Yeah, that shit does sound scary. UX. Pronunciation, I guess.
Yeah. Uxas.
How to pronounce Uxas?
Sounds like a Galra name from fucking Voltron. Uxas.
All right, you ready? Hold on. Hopefully I can hear it. Uxas.
I couldn't hear that at all.
Oh, it's pronounced Uxas.
Why would we hear it if you had headphones?
Oh, there it is. Uxas.
All right. Darkseid.
Darkseid.
So, right, like a lot of people, especially that scene with Diana where she's like, Kal-El, no. Like, yeah, Gal's acting was a little iffy on that scene, but again, we know those are probably due to reshoots. But her facial expression in that scene just showed that she really does. She knows what she's doing. So, just her by just going up there and looking at it. I'm just where's Brian going now? Where'd he dip out to?
I don't know. He's there, but he's walking around.
Okay, I guess. All right.
In case you want to get his phone or something.
Yeah.
Seen those clips where they accidentally leave the camera on and they think they turned it off, and then he just does something extremely inappropriate without us knowing.
Right. Brian, what happened? Why'd you get your phone?
Yeah, I kept talking about it, and I just got to see it again.
Oh,
dude, I'm literally watching it right now.
Yo, but then Lex's him narrating in the background, like from BVS.
Dude, a bell cannot be
and
unrung.
something
How
something
dope
else
is it
too.
that they're using BVS?
That's how you know.
Because it's the sequel, baby. It's the sequel. The sequel's coming. But
hold on. Yo, guys, breaking news. Jamie Foxx will be playing Mike Tyson in a biography film.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking news?
Yeah.
When did this get an
6 hours ago?
Bro, he announced this like in a Jimmy Kimmel like a while back though.
Nah, it wasn't official, I don't think.
Oh, it's over.
Oh.
All right, carry on. My bad.
All right, no doubt. I'm dead. But yeah, so like, and what I didn't get either, like from that, when Lex was saying he was like God is dead, I was like, holy shit! Like he's talking about Superman, and like everything just started getting back to me. I'm just like, they know he's dead, and in Zack's BVS commentary, he says it. Where he's like, they heard Superman's yell, like cry of death. So like they know that he's not there. They know there's no protectors on Earth. Like, well, there is, but no one as strong as Superman, obviously.
No protectors here.
No protectors here. No lanterns, no Kryptonians. Bro, this movie's gonna slap. I don't care what nobody tell me. This movie's about to slap. But
I think
watch
this
party.
this could
Oh
be
my
better.
God, that's
I think this
far
shit
harder.
is gonna be better than BVS.
I think so
No
too.
cap.
I think so too. But yeah, just her reaction, looking at it, you could tell like, yo, like, and like y'all said, she's like, oh, I've killed gods before. Yeah, not this one.
Not Darkseid.
Not this
She
one.
was hyped to fight Doomsday.
She was even hyped to fight Steppenwolf in the fan-made film.
And she was shook to the core looking at a picture of
But
Darkseid.
you know what I think? You know what I think too? I think she's gonna read up on the history before she actually gets up to that picture.
I think she
was
already
definitely-
knows
yeah,
if
I think
she's that
she was
scared.
told.
That-
I think
yeah.
she was
So-
told about this
She
before.
was probably looking at like, holy shit! I remember hearing stories
Yeah.
about this when
and
I
now
was a
this
child.
dude, and now this
Yeah,
dude, is
and now he's coming.
back.
Yeah.
So,
So here's
fucked.
my thing, and I think we could probably bring. No, we'll keep him out. So that's my and I just saw something on Twitter too where people were commenting on the HBO Max post of that, and they're like, "Oh, we got to get Justice League Parts 2 and 3," and like HBO Max were kind of acknowledged. They're like, "Yo, at DC Fandom, like more shit's coming. Like, don't worry." So do y'all think, like, what if if they announce Justice League Parts 2 and 3 at DC Fandom? I will have the biggest erection for years and years.
Yo,
to
he's
come.
cooking. He's cooking, bro.
That's what I'm
We're getting
saying,
it.
bro.
We're
Like,
getting
I
it.
feel
At
like we
this
I
are.
think it's still too early. I think it's
Milk
still too
it,
early.
Bro,
to announce it.
I do think there's gonna be a trailer at DC Fandom.
Absolutely, no
Oh,
question.
100%.
think-
100%.
I think after Justice League releases on HBO Max, that'll be the
The telling if they're
yeah,
gonna do 2 and 3.
I think
but here's
that's
the
what they
thing:
do.
I feel like they don't give a fuck anymore. They're just like, "Yo, we're just gonna release whatever the fuck we want because
Right.
these fans want it, and they're gonna pay for it."
I think if it's received well and everybody loves it, I think at like at Comic-Con next year is when they'll announce something. If they do go forward with a 2 and 3.
But do you at least think they're thinking about it right now? They're like,
Definitely.
"Yo,"
of course, that thought has definitely crossed their mind, but
and
there's a lot
and
of
here's
there's a
my
lot
thing,
of moving parts in this too. Don't forget, because you
Yeah.
have to get you have to get Ben to come back for 2 more movies. You have
He
to
will.
get.
If it's for Zack, he will.
I think he will, but I mean, does he have his
My
own
guy-
movie like that
Have
he
you
wants
seen
to
how he
do?
looks right now, though? My guy looks so happy and healthy with Ana de Armas right now. This girl brought him to the light. Like, yo, it's crazy.
Zack is like talking to her like low-key. He's like, "Yo, keep him happy because I need him. I need him to be fit. I need him to be good because I got 2 more movies I want to shoot after this. You understand me, Anna?
Bro.
After that, I'll
And
give a
imagine-
damn."
Oh, man.
Her as
Crazy,
Poison
crazy.
Ivy.
Yeah, I
what
was
you
gonna
gonna
say
say?
that, but no.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
But so, all right, we'll bring it back on. I feel bad. Come back. But we'll talk about DC Fandom now, too. That was crazy. I woke up to that, and I was
Me
just
too.
like, yo,
24-hour event.
24
Bro,
hours.
like there's gonna be secret rooms and shit like that in between like that whole. It's gonna be like an actual virtual.
So
comic.
Ariel, we're talking about DC Fandom now, and that announcement.
Wait, how's it pronounced? Fandome?
DC Fandome.
Fandome, yeah. Oh, Zach said, "I'll see y'all at the Dome." I was like, "Word." That's like lit.
Change it.
No, is it actually? Are they all gonna meet up, or is it gonna be online?
Now I think it's gonna be online.
Yeah, it's
but
gonna be virtual.
like we're gonna see James Gunn. I think either all or most of the cast from like Suicide Squad, like John Cena's gonna be there. Shout out my guy John Cena.
John Cena's a goat. He donated millions of Black Lives Matter, by the way.
Yes.
Dope.
How crazy is that? He's always been that dude. The Rock is gonna be there. And just to let y'all know, wrestling podcast coming soon. But
That's
so-
some video game news too.
yeah, right. But
yeah, right.
the Rock's gonna be there. Zachary Levi's bum ass is gonna be there.
Hey,
You're fucking foul, bro.
I'm fine.
I'm
Them out.
joking. I'm joking.
Nah,
What's
you're
with the
not
Zach
joking.
Levi slander?
Nah, I'm just joking. It's because I was iffy about Shazam. I'm going to rewatch it this weekend.
Please.
God
Who's
bless.
paying you?
Who's paying me?
Me, I'm paying his ass. All right.
But-
Shut up.
I'll watch you pay me.
So right. So this is the official thing. So Warner Brother officially announced DC Fandome. So they let me read this off and then we'll get into it. On August 22nd, so it's coming up soon. DC will host a 24-hour event that includes panels, announcements, and content around films, TV, games, and comics. Aquaman, The Batman, which apparently was scraped according to Dude, trust me. Black Adam,
Wait, what?
Shazam. I'll tell you about it in a little bit.
Okay.
Wonder Woman 1984, The Suicide Squad, and Zack Snyder's Justice League will all have exclusive virtual panels.
And no Lego
So-
Batman?
Yeah, The Batman.
No, Lego Batman.
That's the Batman though.
Okay. So no, when the Snyder Cut got announced, Mark, a lot of people were like, or a lot of like the very toxic Snyder like fans were like, oh yeah, like the Batman's gonna get scraped now, like Ben's back, like this movie is like a no-go. Mind you, it's starting I think July 2nd, it's starting production back up. So yeah, that's not true. And oh, guess what? They're having their own panel.
It wouldn't make
So
fucking
basically-
sense.
Basically, DC is doing this because, you know, Comic-Con had got canceled. They're still doing virtual Comic-Con, but I think this was smart on DC's part. They're like, yo,
It's
Alright,
our
now-
own thing.
All right, now
It's
listen to
free,
this.
right?
Yeah,
yeah, it's free.
okay. Now listen to this.
Uh-huh.
Do you think in the future DC Fandom will be an actual convention like
Yeah.
D23?
Absolutely.
Yeah. 100%.
So like, is San Diego like this is literally like the streaming wars right now? HBO Max, Disney Plus. Like, are they gonna all have their own conventions
Yeah.
now?
San Diego Comic-Con's be like, dudes, can the both of you
What the fuck?
can the both of you fucking come back? Like you were the two big
Exactly.
attractions.
But
I
like
think-
Marvel is still able to have San Diego Comic-Con panels and still have D23 panels.
Yeah.
So like,
And I
I
think the
think-
same.
I
I
think
think
the
the
only
same will be
reason-
for DC.
I think the only reason this is happening now is because of COVID, though. Like, I think if, because like, if
It's
you
a
think
lot
about it,
more
DC
doable.
Fandom,
It's a lot more
DC
doable.
Fandom wouldn't be a thing if they could have just gone to Comic-Con and just made all their announcements there.
all I
Don't
know
think that'd
be
is
true.
that if this is an actual real thing, that shit better be in New York because D23 and San Diego Comic-Con are all on the West Coast.
Yeah.
I'm
right.
tired of that shit.
Yeah. let's do
Tired.
it. Yep.
We need
That's a great
something on the
point.
East Coast.
That's a great
We
point.
need
Yeah,
it.
give us
Yeah,
DC
dude.
on the East Coast, bro.
Imagine.
100%.
I doubt it.
Dude, Mark, get to work, bro.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
But here's another thing I found very, very exciting is because when they were promoting it, like the Batman versus Superman page promoted it. Like they had the poster for Batman versus Superman says DC Fandome. Wonder Woman 84, obviously the Suicide Squad, the Justice League. But the funny thing is it had like the Justice League one and then it had Zack Snyder's Justice League one. So like two separate ones. But we all know it's the same. Zack Snyder's Justice League, Aquaman, obviously, Shazam, Birds of Prey. So I'm a little surprised Matt Reeves hasn't said anything yet. But the fact that, you know, obviously it's official, Warner Brothers is going to have the Batman virtual panel.
That's fire.
So it's like, you know,
Robert Pattinson.
and all the, like, I'm sure all the CW shows are going to be there, right?
They are.
Both
They
the
actually-
Flash movie and the Flash show.
Confusion. There's not going to be a Flash movie panel. Variety actually reported that there would be, but they confused it with the Flash TV show.
Wow,
so it's not gonna be a
Variety's
Flash.
fake. Variety's fake. Variety's fake news.
So like,
Fake news.
I was reading it and they said all the movies and they listed Flash, but then I looked at the CW shows and they didn't list the Flash there, but they listed all the other CW shows. So I was like, oh, they definitely mixed those up.
Oh,
Buns.
God,
So-
yeah.
Buns.
But
Either
if
way,
it's-
though.
Yeah, if there's a Zack Snyder panel, it'll be a missed opportunity if they don't put Ezra and Grant in a panel together. It'll be the biggest missed opportunity. Flash the two, like, come on, think.
But-
And the
They better
presentation
think.
too, just have them
But-
both come on stage
But
like,
here's the thing.
Exactly.
I think everything changed, believe it or not, from that cameo.
Also,
Brian, I'll let Brian speak first. He had his hand raised.
No, I was just
Oh.
doing the Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, got it.
the Flash of 2. I was like, ah.
Oh, got you. Got it.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you're good. Eunice, because I feel like that's when Jim Lee started to get more involved, and I think that's when they were like, okay, this is going to solidify the multiverse. And I think, like, obviously, no one quote me on this. Like, it's complete out of my ass. I think Jim Lee was like, okay, look, everything's already fucked up. Why not just do a multiverse? Why not? Because you know why? It's just a simple solution. Because because comic book fans are so picky. So like, oh, hey, comic book fans, how about a comic storyline? How about a multiverse? So we can have the Batman movie and we can still have Ben Affleck's Batman. You know why? Multiverse. And guess what? We're going to have a Batman now in the CW Batwoman show. And guess what? Superman on the big screen. Yeah, we're going to have a Superman show here on the side too. Because fuck it. Why not? Let's get it all. And literally the poster, it was a fan-made poster, but it showed, you know, the CW verse, you know, the DC universe.
Oh, the one I sent y'all?
Yeah. And it's like, it's so true though. It's like, fuck it. We're getting more content of the characters that we love. You know, why do we have to just exclude them to one actor? Why do we have to just exclude them to one universe? And again, and it's going to be doing it different from Marvel. And again, we don't like comparing.
Marvel hasn't done it, right?
Right. Not yet, at least, right? Because they're going to probably start that up with their multiverse. But, you know, if Marvel started their cinematic universe, you know, with a linear storyline, and they did an amazing job, obviously. But, yeah, like DC is like, okay, we got off to a real bumpy start, but we still have all these shows that people watch, all these movies people are still interested in. So we can have this, and they can still have those one hits that like Joker, for example, like just came out the blue. It's like, fuck it, one and done, made $1 billion. Right. So
and
that
I feel like
a gold
the thing is with
for Warner
Jim
Bros.
Lee,
and AT&T.
No, you're right about Jim Lee, because I believe he was the one. Like, bro, they called up CW, they called up Mark Guggenheim. They're like, yo, put Ezra Miller in this. It's not like they requested Ezra. They said, yo, put Ezra in this like shit right now. They wanted to solidify that. So like they have so much opportunity. Like there's so much room for potential.
I just hope they don't choke.
That's what I mean, bro.
I don't think so. Not anymore.
DC is notorious for having potential and choking. This is their opportunity. If they choke one more time, I'm gonna.
Yo, I think me and Eunice are the only ones. Nah. Wait, I mean that with a pun too.
What?
What? What? You didn't finish your statement.
No, I'm sick. You're talking about Ezra. Why do I have to explain this?
Oh my god!
Forget it. Eunice. Well, Eunice was in on it too.
What?
No.
I don't,
even Eunice is confused.
Ezra,
even Eunice
kept saying, "Yo, I hope they don't choke."
Ja.
You're fucking stupid, dude.
Wow.
I just got it.
Yeah, ROFL, bro.
ROFL.
Bro, I just got it.
LeMayo.
Wow.
Lamau.
But you see how smart Ezra Miller was? That homie stayed silent. Everybody forgot about it.
Word. That man was like,
no
social media, no problem.
All I know is that if they're going to announce some news, and if people glance over that Ezra Miller controversy, he's staying.
Okay, cool.
But I just want to know what that means for the state of Amber Heard.
I already forgot. I didn't even understand the pun.
Oh, he said, we hope DC doesn't choke, and Ezra Miller choked the fan.
No.
I mean, I get it now, but it took a while.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah,
so,
same, exactly. We completely forgot about it, right? But, okay, so predictions on announcements, predictions on trailers, and predictions on just anything. What are your predictions for this big 24-hour event? What are we seeing? What are we expecting?
The Rock.
Definitely The Rock.
The Rock.
The cast of Justice League is going to be there too. So I would assume Ben. I think, Ben, Henry, Gal. I think those three at least are going to be there.
I truly think that if there's not a spike,
Jason. Sorry, go ahead.
No, keep going.
No, that's it.
You good? All right. No, I truly think if there's not a spike in COVID, that you might get these cast members meeting up somewhere for this.
I think they're going to do it regardless, unless it's like really bad. But like, I think they can meet up at one place if they granted if like their living spaces are somewhat close.
Bro, imagine they all meet up at Zack's house. Like shit, you could easily.
They're in his movie theater. They're in the movie theater.
Fucking Cassandra.
They're like,
Just
Bro.
Shout out
They
to
can
Nice
easily
Cast.
sell- I think we're
wait, you said Kassan
There.
or Quran?
Oh shit!
He you know why he's thinking of Steve Kassan, our
No,
other
he said
guest.
he said Kassan,
Yeah.
but he meant Quran.
Right.
Yo,
Yeah,
let her
come
off,
on.
my guy.
Wow.
But shout out
Yo,
to Steve
just-
Kassan too. Shout out to both of
Just
them.
report.
They're both
Steve
there.
Kassan probably gonna be there too.
They're both.
Yeah.
Yo,
First.
imagine if he's there, bro. That's fire.
Zach was, and then Zach at one point just looks at the camera, is like, "Chillin' with Villains and Eunice. Where are you guys?" I'm like, word? I ain't get
Oh,
the invite, my
shit, I'm
man.
gonna
Then
come.
you see me come into the frame and eating chips. Oh shit!
Like, we didn't get the invite. But nah, yeah, I'm definitely obviously expecting the Snyder Cut trailer. That shit's gonna be dope.
And 3 minutes long.
Think we'll get more Robert
Cannot wait.
Pattinson?
I hope it's the
I hope it's
longest
I hope it's
fucking
like
trailer
5
ever.
minutes long.
Bro.
To Brian's question, yes, I think we're gonna get a first Pattinson
Trailer.
not trailer definitely a teaser.
I think a little
teaser?
bit.
Bro,
A
it's not
teaser,
early.
Just the head.
Bro, if they start filming in July,
Look at
like,
his face.
if they start filming in July, we'll get a trailer.
Well, Zoe Kravitz, aka my other wifey, like third after Margot and after Kayla, gotta make sure.
Oh my
We can
god.
order first.
Gotta
Fall
make
back.
sure people know their
After
place.
Margot, after Kayla.
Fall
Yeah.
back.
What you
Fall
mean
back.
after Kayla, after Margot?
I'm gonna make Rest in Power Junior shirts. Today's podcast.
Oh, man.
But nonetheless, she was like, yo, if it wasn't for COVID, we would have seen me
You
in a
would've seen
Catwoman suit
it.
already. I was like, I did that Denzel like slapping the table and taking off my glasses. Like,
That's what I was
from
gonna
American
ask you.
Gangster.
If you think we'll get more other characters.
yeah, hell yeah. Like we'll probably get like a 1 minute teaser of just like the villains and like
You know,
More-
what
Like a
would be
more-
really
Birds of
cool?
Prey style where they
If-
show
yeah.
It would be really
Bro,
cool
I
if
just
we
need-
get
Trash.
their like their screen test, like same way we got with Pattinson, with the reveal.
Bro, imagine.
I hope they
oh
do that
my
with everybody else.
God.
That would be really cool.
that
That would be fire.
Birds of Prey.
I need Clay in your shots of all the villains. Just like similar shots to the Clay where he just does the portraits of like all the villains, bro. I want to see how Riddler's gonna look. I want to see how Penguin's gonna look.
Like
I
Joaquin Phoenix.
hope you have a blast looking at all that stuff.
Yeah, the Joaquin Phoenix joint, like some
Yeah.
shit
Yo,
like that. That was
imagine
dope.
thinking you can stay away from photos, Ariel. I promise you, if they release photos, you're not.
No, the thing is that pictures you can't avoid pictures, but you can't avoid a
Exactly.
video. You could avoid
A video, I understand.
Yeah.
But if they release shots of everybody, bro, oh god.
Listen,
Tight.
you know what? I was really tight
Dude.
when I saw a screenshot of
That-
Spider-Man in Civil War. I was like, what
Oh.
the fuck?
Okay,
Nah,
okay, yeah,
yeah.
that's a big one.
That's
a-
understandable.
And
yeah.
then
That's understandable.
Doomsday. When I saw the picture
But
of
I think-
Doomsday, I was like,
Bro,
Okay.
That was the
Okay.
worst trailer.
Bought a new phone
Like,
the next day.
I have a
Fuck.
question though. Other than
What?
those two trailers, right? So I know those are two trailers that like, yeah, like if I'm with your mindset, you know.
my
I
mindset.
No, I mean like in the mindset where you're just like, oh, I want to experience it in the theater first.
Oh,
and
yeah,
whatnot,
yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean?
where you're in the wrong. Where
No.
you're wrong.
But like, are there any other trailers besides those two where you were like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, where was such a big point in a movie where you're like, why the fuck am I even gonna watch this movie now?
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That
oh,
second
yeah,
Justice,
yeah,
the
when-
SDCC
yeah, when she was
Justice League trailer
falling.
was.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the thing is that I haven't really. The thing is that I obviously don't watch the trailers, and even after I watch the movie, maybe I'll watch the trailer once, and then I'll forget about the trailer because I already saw the movie.
So my thing is like, because like I only ask because it's like, okay, those are 3 trailers. 3.
Mhm.
You're gonna base your entire opinion about trailers based on 3 trailers?
No,
Do
no,
the
but
math.
I've been doing this since 2008 though. The last trailer I saw for something that I actually wanted to watch was, I think, was The Incredible Hulk.
Okay. And how was that trailer?
Crazy.
I don't remember because I saw the movie already, but I'm pretty sure it showed all the cool parts.
Homie, I was like 7 when that came.
I was 7, dude.
Wow.
Wow, holy shit.
That's
Boy.
crazy.
Yo, Eunice, at the time did you know what the MCU was at the time? No, right?
We
Wait,
didn't
I
even know what the
didn't.
MCU
We
was.
didn't know what it was.
I
I
definitely
didn't.
didn't know.
No, I just know there were a bunch of movies.
No,
And
nobody
no,
knew
I
because it
I
was-
just know
actually
that
knew
Tony
at the
Stark
end of
came
Hulk.
out there.
At the end of Hulk, Yeah, I remember that. I was like, oh shit, I saw that movie with Dad last year. I was like, so like I kind of understood.
Gotcha. It's weird because
I think you generalize and start to assume that everything from a trailer can be spoiled.
No, listen, man.
It's like a dude walking down the street.
It's just all right. For
Spoilers!
example, I'm honestly kidding around with the whole like everything's a spoiler thing. It's just I don't watch trailers. That's it. But it's just going into the movie. You're already taking a gamble in a sense because you already paid for your ticket. Okay. So you can I feel like trailers tend to sway people a certain way. For example, the Suicide Squad trailer, at least the first one, got you guys very hyped. And then look what happened. You know what I'm saying? Amazing Spider-Man 2 had a great trailer.
Would that have changed?
Well, shame on them.
I feel like I would have hated Suicide Squad regardless if I never saw the trailer.
Listen, I didn't see the trailer. All
right, so what did you think of Suicide Squad?
I didn't like it.
Oh, we all have the same opinion. Great.
Okay. I've been doing it for so long that I just don't care to do it.
No, I think it's just a preference. I don't think he has anything against trailers. He just doesn't want to watch it, which I understand.
And I think everybody should take a page out of Christopher Nolan to do trailers at least because he doesn't show shit.
Doesn't show fucking.
He really teases you,
dude. No, even he'll show a whole scene, but you still will understand what the fuck.
For Dunkirk, the IMAX thing for Dunkirk, it showed you 4 minutes of a section in Dunkirk where you have no idea what's going on, but it leads on a cliffhanger that you're just like,
right?
What the fuck did I just watch?
You didn't watch the Tenet one?
Same thing with Tenet.
No, I didn't watch it because I saw John David Washington. I was like, nah, see ya.
God, it's so good.
It's so good. I have no idea what's going on.
You don't like John David Washington?
Wait, you're racist.
No, I'm saying I know that he's in Tenet.
So okay. Sorry.
I didn't.
Wait, did you not see it at the Birds of Prey thing? The whole like thing?
He had his headphones in probably or some shit like that.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The Tenet, they showed a whole scene where.
Oh, bro, I had my headphones in. I was just probably like.
Yeah, dude, it was so dope. Like, and again, you don't know. Like at the end of it, you were just like, whoa! Like they just give you little hints and shit, but you still have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Bro, I did it for a trailer. I did that with you guys. I forgot what trailer it was. You guys told me to close your eyes if I haven't seen it. Oh, it was what's that movie? I haven't seen it yet. The one with John Krasinski.
Oh, Quiet Place.
Quiet Place. They showed the Quiet Place trailer too, and I didn't watch it because I didn't see the first one yet, and I wanted to watch it. You guys said close your eyes.
See, that's different. That's different. There's. I feel like there are certain rules. Do not watch the sequel to a movie if you have not seen the first one.
Oh, of course.
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't even watch the trailer to a sequel.
Don't even watch the trailer to the sequel. Yeah.
So, I agree with that. Yeah. Like I don't watch The Walking Dead trailers. I always try to skip it.
Because that's nuts to me. But again, it's just preference stuff. I just think that what we're gonna see, everything we're gonna see out of the DC fandom stuff.
Yeah.
I will be fine with just if you guys start sending like screenshots or whatever. Just like it's a screenshot, whatever. Like I'm gonna come across it eventually.
So you have no idea what Tenet is about.
No idea at all. I just know that it could be a spiritual successor to Inception. Apparently, like it has a very Inception vibe to it.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I feel that.
But I have no idea.
Inception when it comes out again?
Yeah, I'll watch Inception.
I'll just watch it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, but aren't they gonna show special like footage apparently?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm ready yet to go back to theaters and shit. So I gotta see about that.
I got you.
But so
I'll go.
But so okay,
Brian's
Ariel.
Test subject.
Ariel, all I know is August.
He has the antibodies. It's okay.
No, he doesn't have them.
Yeah, right, bro. Get it right, please.
But nonetheless, Ariel, August 22nd, like you better like get off social media because they're probably dropping everything about everything. Even like they're probably dropping the new Batman game. They're probably gonna drop.
I'm so hyped for.
That's
video game podcast coming
soon.
soon.
Announce it. That's
let's
why
not talk about video games right now.
Why?
We got a whole podcast about video games coming out soon.
Yeah, we won't. We're just saying what else they're gonna announce. So,
Cyberpunk got delayed to November. By the way, I'm super pissed.
I know.
All I know is we're definitely getting Zack Snyder Justice League stuff. I wonder if they're gonna give us a new movie slate. Do you guys think that's what's gonna happen?
Yeah. Yes, I hope
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
well,
The last
something
time
It's
they
about
released a slate was,
it's about that time.
the last
Sick and
time they released
tired
a
of
slate
seeing
was
these movie slates,
2016.
bro. Oh, really?
We haven't gotten one since 2016. Remember
Exactly.
that CW special with the Justice League special?
Yeah,
They
remember
showed
that
like
shit?
that footage. That shit was
But that's the
fire.
thing. This feels like 2016 again because
It does.
because
And I'm
Warner
hyped.
Brothers and AT&T are actually showing respect to their biggest asset. They're like, yo, we're gonna market the fuck out of you guys. And look, everyone's fucking hype. Everyone's like, finally, like, thank you after being neglected for all these years. Like, you're finally like, show pride in Batman vs Superman. Who the fuck cares if critics didn't like it? The fans loved it. So here you go. Like, here's the sequel.
Yo,
Matter of
someone's
fact,
playing Chillin' With Villains bingo right now. They're like, yes, BVS weapons.
BVS.
oh,
And Charlie's next.
yes,
Ah.
yes. It had to happen. It had to happen. But no, like, I for some reason, I feel like in that movie slate, we're gonna see Justice League Part 1 and 2. I mean, yeah, it's parts 2 and 3. Excuse me. Like, I just have a feeling. It
I just don't know. I feel like it's way too early to say that now.
like, you know, Zack's whole vision, Brian, like how it's supposed to be 3 Justice League
Oh, you're
movies.
saying they're gonna announce it already in the Fandome about 2 and 3?
Change it.
I think so.
I think I agree with Mark. I think it's too early. They're probably gonna wait till you get feedback.
But that was my point before. I feel like they don't give a fuck no more. If they're releasing the Snyder cut, they're releasing his vision of this shit. And like, because here's the thing too, if they leave it on a cliffhanger, like of Darkseid just looking at them, and then that shit just ends.
That's what he's gonna do. That's
Everyone's
what
gonna look at
Zack's
them?
gonna do.
Yeah.
Look at my hairline.
Zack is gonna do that, bro.
Look at my hairline.
It's gonna be
all,
the league.
all of us are gonna
looking
be
up.
like this. All of us are gonna be like, so when is this? What is the next one coming
You
out?
just start scrapping.
I want Omega Beams.
Like,
Bro,
or like someone gets clapped. We're
His
just like-
beams. He's gonna shoot the Omega beams out his eyes and just gonna go towards the screen and it's gonna be credits.
Oh damn, that shit's gonna
Gonna
fucking
go.
drift everywhere. It's like
Yo, that'd be dope. But I feel like we are getting a new movie slate. I feel like we're gonna probably get some more TV news, a lot more comic
casting
shit.
announcements. I think Black Adam might release their JSA cast because JSA is gonna be a part of that movie, Just Society America. So we might get
Learn something else
Casting.
about it. Yeah.
Oh, word.
like,
Yeah. And that's why The Rock's
Hawkman,
gonna be there.
Hawkgirl.
What was it?
That's
The
true.
Watchmen, right?
Huh?
Isn't Damon and or not Damon, but the Watchmen, like they're hinting that Watchmen's gonna be there too.
Yeah,
They
said
were
Watchmen.
involved in Twitter, so I don't know if a season 2 is coming or not. but-
oh, we're getting a season 2.
Think so?
Even
That
though
show-
even though he didn't want it, people are asking for it. They're gonna get it.
What
If
is
he,
that?
if And she's-
Gorritas?
Regina said that he could if he wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, he said he could if he wanted to. He doesn't plan on it, but
I mean, yo, the second he saw the protest, he's like, well, there's my Watchmen season 2 idea.
I guess motherfuckers didn't learn, so I guess I got it.
Yo, the idea clicked in his head. He's like, fuck, I have to do season 2, don't I?
I really hope. I'm saying his cap.
Nah, I hope I don't want one either. I thought
I
season
don't
1
need
was
one.
perfect.
I'm
Season
good.
1 was perfect the way it was.
Good, fam.
Yo, what episode you on, Eunice?
He said
Episode
one.
3.
Oh,
Yeah. Yo, he's like, can I get off this bum ass podcast so I can continue watching it? Like,
Honestly, I'm just waiting for y'all to like hang up so I can go.
wow.
wait. Eunice,
Dude.
how do you feel about Ozymandias so far?
Huh? I mean, I don't remember much of like the past one, so right now I'm kind of liking him more because I haven't seen the movie in a while.
No,
And
this has
also-
nothing to do with the movie. This is a continuation of the comic.
I'm comparing the
all right,
two portrayals.
Okay.
Kind of liking
Yeah.
this one more.
Stop pressing him.
Yeah, word, yo.
Ah, so we got to put the pressure on the 6 man. We got to put the pressure on the 6 man. Trying to win that
But-
ring.
Facts.
So we have that. That's what were the dates I said were for that? August 22nd?
Yeah.
Sure.
24 hours. So
when
remember
is
that.
Comic Con?
What time does it start?
8 a.m. I believe it is.
That morning is gonna be different.
Yo, that's gonna feel like
Ooh.
Christmas.
What day?
fucking
What day of the
Sunday.
week is that?
We're getting shlit.
I think it's a Saturday.
Yo, imagine
Oh,
y'all got
perfect.
work Imagine
no,
how that
if
works.
it's a weekend, I will.
Why wouldn't they do it on a
Saturday.
weekend? Yeah,
it's
Saturday.
August 22nd, Saturday.
Let's go.
I'm so.
That's what I'm
hyped for
saying.
that, bro.
So we could do something like, depending on how this little virus is gonna spread. If it's not nothing crazy.
Well, we're gonna do a 24-hour pod.
No, when did I say
No.
24-hour pod? I'm just saying
Just
we
go
can
to
like a little,
Junior's house.
yeah, get a little get together, get a little grub, get a little drinks, and watch,
Bro.
and then talk about the main points on the podcast afterwards.
All right.
When
I'm
is
with it.
You know
Comic
what I
Con?
mean?
That's a little get together before. That's a little
Comic-Con
event before
is
Zack Snyder's.
next
Don't
month.
tell Cuomo.
Facts.
Hold on. What?
Cuomo said 10 people can be allowed at a home gathering. I mean,
Yeah, so it should be fine.
All right.
All right, so
It's just like 1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah, we're fine. We have half the amount. We have half.
what were you
the
asking,
amount.
Junior?
Can you look
No,
up the San Diego Comic-Con dates for me? July? What
Yeah.
day in July? Oh, isn't it the 25th, 26th?
SDCC date.
And we also have Justice Con, which is like the lesser of the two because that's organized by like big fans of Zack Snyder. But Zack will be
Justice
there.
Con.
He will be like one of the hosts, so we could get a little some on there as well. So that's
July
next month.
23rd to 25th. Thursday
Okay.
to it's how every Comic-Con is. Still,
Right.
From Thursday to Sunday.
All right. Got it. So San Diego Comic-Con and Justice Con that weekend. So we definitely probably will get something Zack Snyder Justice League related. I don't know what we're gonna get from San Diego Comic-Con though. I feel like there's not much going on. Maybe on the is Marvel attending? Yeah, right.
Yeah, Marvel.
So we'll probably get a lot more Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Which will be good, which will be nice. I haven't heard from Marvel in a while.
Who?
which is cool. I feel like they're like, all right.
even
okay.
Feige Jr. is just like, oh, whatever.
Feige Jr.
But and then we
Shut
got
up.
Justice. Then we got Justice Con the 25th, 26th, and August 22nd. We got the DC Fandome changed the name, but it's okay. I actually like it, but whatever.
Come on, Mark. Come on, man.
Nah, I'll meet you at the
Dome.
I'll meet you
That's
at the
it.
dome.
I'll catch you at the dome.
I'll meet you at the dome. Hold on, before we out, we got to talk about PS5 drop Miles Morales.
Oh,
Shit.
boy.
So
I
can
don't
we
know
give him a
why.
little video game preview?
Right, a little
pod
video game podcast preview. So that shit look dope, right?
OD.
Right, okay. I didn't finish the game yet of the original Spider-Man. I didn't finish the original Spider-Man
I
game yet.
finished it.
This guy stinks.
Where
I
are you?
never started it.
Okay, well, Ryan doesn't have a PS4.
Exactly.
Oh.
So that's fine.
Yo, I don't got a PS4 either, so y'all can't.
No,
really
yes, you
blame me.
do.
I can't
Yes,
really
you
blame me
do.
for the game. I bet. So, so my thing is though, a lot of people were like, is this the sequel? Like, is Peter dead? I was like, I didn't finish the game, but even I know Peter's most likely not dead. Like,
Do you know what happens, Junior, in the game?
I mean, is he?
nah, I do, because it got spoiled for me, and that's my fault because I didn't finish it. But I'm
surprised
knew-
I avoided spoilers.
I
What
knew-
did you get? What did
Nah.
you get spoiled?
Nah, I'm not gonna spoil it for Brian.
I already
Okay.
know.
Oh.
What is it?
All right, so
All right.
spoiler warning for anyone who hasn't finished the game. All right, you mute yourself right now. Perfect. Aunt May dies.
Is that the only spoiler you know?
Fuck,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So we were thinking of two different spoilers.
Wait, what were you thinking of, Brian?
No,
was
I don't
mine.
want
No.
to. All right, say it. You can say it. You can say it.
In my ass.
What was
Say my ass.
spoiler?
You say you might.
I want to spoil it for him.
We're good.
Fuck
You're
it.
good, Junior.
It's
Good?
No.
it's Doc Ock, like when he turns bad. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
There's-
okay. No.
There was some other shit too, but I forgot. I thought he would just remind me,
Put the hell.
but he didn't remind me about Aunt May. I had no idea.
Oh man.
Yo, and then so the Punisher Shows up with Daredevil.
Nah, I actually got to that part. But nah, so yeah, so when I saw the trailer for that, I was like, damn, I have to finish this game. So I'm definitely all right. Can y'all give me a time frame of when to finish this so I can actually do it?
Where you
Now,
at right now?
tonight.
Hold on.
Where you at?
Tomorrow
Tonight.
night.
Tonight.
Stop.
Before
Something
Spider-Man.
feasible. I am 75% complete.
So tonight, you can totally finish this tonight.
How many hours is
Mark,
that?
Mark
Do
gave
you
me
remember-
Mark gave me till January of 2019.
Okay,
You
I'm
could
not
finish
you.
this tonight. You could finish this tonight.
What?
What's the last thing you did? Do you know the last thing you did?
Where did you stop?
Oh, I did. I did the mission with Mary Jane where she has to go into Oscorp. And she got and then that other Miles
she
Morales
jumped.
Spider-Man spider
Solo mission thing.
Yeah, exactly that bullshit.
Okay, so
You can finish that
it.
in one day.
You can finish it in a day, 2 days.
Max.
Yo, 3 days max.
Totally.
But that's like
This should be
pushing it.
done. This should be done Sunday.
Not even 3 days.
Not even a
bro.
question.
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah, but that's not fair. This weekend's a tough weekend.
Oh my
It's a tough
god.
weekend.
Bro,
What are you
you
doing?
really putting shit over Spider-Man PS4. That's wild.
All right, whenever.
That's crazy.
I'm
Yo.
watching Watchmen right now because and you can't even finish a game for me, bro. Damn.
Ooh.
Damn.
That's
All right,
Lamar
hold
Odom shot right there.
Hold on.
Man of the year, cuz.
Hold on.
Bang!
So once y'all let me know when the video game podcast is, that's when I'll finish the game.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
tomorrow.
Never. But nah, I do need to finish it. My fault, y'all. Damn.
Video
But
game podcast coming soon.
on another note, like, how do y'all think it looks? How do y'all like the look of the PlayStation?
Bro.
Fire.
Does it come in black?
Right.
Bro, I fuck
I
with
don't need it
the
in
white.
black.
Why
I
does
don't care.
everybody
I do
hate
fuck with the white. I do fuck with the white. You're
White,
racist.
white
Eunice, but I
is
do fuck with the white.
futuristic.
It's very futuristic.
Because it's white?
Wow.
Racism.
Wow.
Damn. Nah, it's 'cause it's also nostalgic too, because my PS1 was white or gray. Was it?
Mine
gray?
it was
I don't
gray.
remember.
Mine was gray.
Right? Yeah.
It
Gray-
did have
gray.
It did have this. I think it was like off-white or something like that. It was weird.
Off
PS1.
white. But nah, like I think, here's my thing. I never really got involved with the console wars just because one, never owned an Xbox, so I couldn't tell you whether I like it more or not. And B, I don't care enough for video games to really start an argument with somebody over it.
You are not a friend of the
dude,
show, the
dude,
video game pod.
You just play FIFA too. Like you don't give a fuck about video.
Right, exactly. So exactly,
wrong.
that's exactly true. Like, and
It's fire.
FIFA is fire.
So who could watch who in FIFA right here between you three?
I
Games.
mean,
Who's us three?
I don't know. I've never seen any of
Four.
you
You
guys play.
four.
I'm fucking garbage. Mark watches me all the time, so
That's false. I don't watch him all the time.
Mark, I'll watch.
wins
Oh,
up-
I feel
he
like
wins off-
I can watch. You guys are very humble. I'll watch both of y'all.
Dude.
he's like, yo, let me get a look. A
No,
quick
I
look
get
real quick.
really mad when I play Junior in FIFA. I get really mad.
He's garbage, dude.
Dude, I get so fucking furious. I'm like, what the fuck? Cause they don't do what the fuck I'm telling them to do, and then it just gets to a point where it's like, where I know I'm gonna lose, I'll just start scoring on myself.
I think if we ever have debates,
Oh my god. That's when it's bad.
I'll start walking the ball into my own goal.
That's when you know it's just.
Yo,
bad.
I get tight at him for that. I'm like, stop. Like,
Yeah, he would literally have to scream at me. So stop.
yeah, I think if we're ever in the Phantom Zone,
look
that
at
we
you
should-
this.
yo,
Oh.
Hey,
you have all the
what
Infinity
talking
Stones, my
Yeah,
guy.
you got to make it purple. HBO Max.
about? Oh, you're right.
There you go.
Yo, but I think since we'll be in the Phantom Zone soon, hopefully. I think if we ever have a debate about something, we should just settle it with Mortal Kombat.
I never played.
I will lose
That's saying
every single
justice.
debate I've ever
Yeah,
had.
so would I.
I
said
will watch
injustice.
every single one of you, especially Brian.
Ariel, I promise you, I will destroy you. And more,
I
I've
will
never even.
shake your
it's
hand,
lit.
dude.
It's lit. Video game podcast
I-
coming soon.
You have no chance. I'm not even, dude.
Dude, you wouldn't even be able to press start, my guy.
Oh no, where's it going? I will
Yo.
fucking wash you.
Yo, I think for the video game podcast, we gotta change up the format. We
How
gotta
so?
do we actually have to play a bunch of video games.
While we're talking,
Right. Like that would be the podcast. Like just us just playing.
Ladies and
And
gentlemen,
just
behind us we have Ariel and Eunice getting playing Mortal Kombat. Ariel is currently abusing Eunice in Mortal Kombat.
Nah, bro, I've seen Brian pray.
Pray.
I've seen
You
Brian
pray, my
play.
guy?
He's nice. He's nice.
He's nice
You
at
know,
praying.
you know how nice Alex's brother is, right?
Yeah.
I've watched him.
So you see that nice? Double it. I said what I said.
Listen,
But
I talk
nah.
a lot of crap. I'm not backing any of this up.
But
That's the point.
But nonetheless, I'm copping the PS5 no matter the price. Psych, if it's over 700, I ain't copping it.
600.
I'm gonna be
girl though.
word. Yeah, I'm be like, yo, babe, like I'm gonna be honest with
It
you.
was just our
like,
5-year anniversary.
We should start the boyfriend petition for
Like just
for
one
girls.
gift for Christmas,
Just one.
anniversary, Valentine's.
Bro, the
Birthday.
You
memes,
start listing everything off. Every
The
holiday
memes?
that you could
Yo, the
give me,
memes are
like,
dumb funny.
canceling. Just
bro,
give me-
guys having sugar daddies or sugar mommies for that shit is
Yeah,
the
it's like-
funniest thing ever.
Yeah, I saw a tweet like that. It's like, oh, now I gotta go back on this app and look for a sugar mama to buy me this PlayStation.
Yo, and there was a
Bro.
picture of a young, like a younger dude like this, and it was a old ass man putting his pants on. He was like, "You see, son, it wasn't that hard." It's like,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
no. On that note,
Video game podcast coming soon, guys.
Yeah,
Coming
but,
soon, guys.
I just want to end off saying, yeah, the Miles Morales game is not a sequel. It is not a DLC, DCL, D Fiber One. It is a fucking
I don't know
spin-off.
what That was.
I know, me neither, but
Spin-off.
I said it. It's a
You
spin-off. It is probably going to be. I'm assuming it's not going to be the same length as the Spider-Man game. It'll probably be shorter for my sake.
I'm down.
I hope not. I hope it's the full game. I hope we get a full $60 worth of game.
Because people
Same.
were like, oh, how did they get this done so fast? Like they probably had it under wraps. Like the fuck.
Yeah,
They probably like,
bro, and
like, it's like,
what a
Yo,
beautiful
when did they
time
film
release
this
it.
Justice League movie?
I was like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like they probably yeah, like even though the person that was like producing it, or I don't know the technical term for creating the game, Ariel, do you know?
Developing.
All right, there you go. Yes, thank you. They were like, oh, so this is what I've been working on the past couple of months, and I was like, hey, you see, people, like, she has been working on this. She didn't just do it overnight. It was like, oh, here you go. Here's a fucking trailer.
Well, it doesn't look like it was done overnight. For
Mind
sure.
you, the graphics look great. The narrative seems good, and the Kid Cudi song in the background. It's a Jaden song
Cadence
featuring Kid
to
Cudi.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi.
Yep.
So it was fire.
Wait,
whole
they made-
whole
Imagine-
experience was fire.
Imagine a Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah,
That'd
be fire. I've
That'd
seen
be
a
cool.
Batman Beyond game.
They just start releasing every single
Batman
fucking game
Beyond.
ever.
Yeah, dude, you
Batman-
can mix that Arkham Knight with Cyberpunk.
Bro,
That's what I was
Batman Beyond is the most unappreciated character in like Hollywood / gaming. Like, where the fuck is this live action
Oh,
film?
I'm tired of Bruce
Where the-
Wayne games, bro. Give me a different fucking game with DC
Nah, I
characters.
want
Give
a
me
Batman
Batman
Beyond.
Beyond.
I want
Bro,
a
but-
movie.
But Bruce
Movie too,
Ba-
yeah.
Batman
Movie, video game, I want it all.
Batman
Hey.
Beyond is Bruce Wayne.
What?
No, but like, I'm
No.
at,
Yeah,
Terry-
he is.
Nah.
Yeah, he is. He's a
No, he's-
clone. He's a clone.
No, it's not. What are you talking
Harry
about?
McGinnis
Terry McGinnis. Yo, hold on.
changed the
Terry,
last
hold on
name.
right now.
Changed the last name.
What's wrong with the last name?
Spell McGinnis. It
I'll
sounds like you're
spell it.
talking about a
G-I.
beer that you have next to you.
It's
Got
Mc-
McGinnis right
Sounds
here.
like what?
McGinnis.
Got my
Hey,
McGinnis.
give me McGinnis back.
How do you spell his last name?
MCGI.
MC Guinness.
I
N-N-I-S.
Change it.
Yes.
Ah, okay. You see, here you go. Here you go. Hold on, I'm gonna read to y'all right now. I'm gonna read y'all rights. Wow. Actually,
You
that
got
was
the right.
I
I'ma
am
read y'all
I am
rights.
so sorry. That was very like
Little-
Terry McGinnis, changed the last name according to Ariel, is the vigilante known as Batman in the future, having taken over the name after aging Bruce Wayne went into retirement. He eventually learns that he is the biological son of Bruce Wayne under a covert genetic engineering by
Hold that shit, nigga. Hold up.
Project Cadmus.
Hold that, Brian. Hold up.
Right here, give it to me. Give it to me. I'll take it.
Toma.
Hey, yo.
Is this in the show or in the
Yeah, where's
Nah,
this from?
I remember that now. I
It's
feel
the show.
stupid
It's
now.
in the show.
Wow, I haven't seen the show in mad long.
I mean, you weren't born yet, so.
But like I watched it as a kid. I shut up.
Yo, it's on DC Universe, right?
Yeah, I know.
One of the 1 of 5 things that they have on there.
Yo,
Yeah,
Mark and Eunice, can you somehow make it that the shows stay on HBO Max since you are
Yeah, I'll call my guy up.
Yeah, we can call our guys.
Jesus.
Our
We
connects.
could call up our connects.
Wait, Eunice,
Sources.
You were born in the 2000s?
Oh, two.
Oh, fuck. That's gross. God.
Oh,
He
fuck.
sounded so depressed.
I know.
Oh, fuck, that's gross.
What year were you born? How old were you in 02?
7.
Damn.
Bro, you're
Damn.
2 years older than my sister, bro. And
And she's 2 years younger than you. That's
crazy, my
Crazy.
God.
You guys are friends with somebody that is like in college now, but I'm graduating tomorrow. I'm graduating high
used
school
to be the
tomorrow.
baby.
That's crazy.
The baby no more.
Yeah.
But
I got you.
yo,
Wait, you're legit. Your graduation's tomorrow? Commencement's tomorrow?
Yeah.
wow, congrats.
Yeah, graduated in Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, my man.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Anything else we need to mention?
I think that's it.
Video game podcast.
You know, we'll have another podcast coming literally in another 24 hours.
Yes, with my boy Spider Monkey. You know what's so funny that I love, Eunice?
What?
Like, he's gonna join, and my man can't even follow us on the gram. That is yo.
I'm
Tell-
gonna change that right now.
Call him out right now? Damn.
Call him out.
He's like, yo, I ain't waking up 4
Call him
a.m. no
out
more.
right now.
He's like, I ain't waking up 4 a.m. no more for y'all.
Yo, wait till he's at least in the podcast
Word?
and then call him out.
No,
Should have
God.
called him out right there and
The
be like,
second,
yo,
the second he comes on,
I'm
I'm like, yo,
legit.
fuck you.
Yo, Ariel, don't release this till he comes on. I don't want him to hear this shit.
Shit.
This
But
is dropping
nah.
tomorrow morning. I'm kidding.
Tell I son, I got him.
All right, sir.
I got you. I'm telling him right now.
And tell
Chill,
Ezra
chill.
to come on the pod to
Tell
defend himself.
Ezra to stop.
Yo, since
stop
we're
choking
talking
people.
about this,
tell him to not defend himself.
my guy, Eunice over here, doesn't even follow me back.
Time out. What?
Wow.
On social
I
media,
appreciate-
bro.
Damn, that's crazy. Nah, his personal account, he's all cool with me personally, right? Like, you know.
Oh.
Yo, but his
But his account too Hollywood for you.
I
bougie
didn't
account.
even know you followed me. What are you talking
I,
about?
mean, I wouldn't
You
expect
mean
to
Real
follow
World
you.
of Eunice?
I know you got like 2 million followers and probably 8 million notifications a day. One of them
I
was
didn't
me
even
following
know.
you.
He doesn't follow me.
Wow.
He follows me on his personal. He doesn't follow me on his.
Matter of fact,
Yeah, Eunice, I'm sorry to fuck up your KDR on Instagram. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry, I'm such a
followed
bother.
Every single person. Back.
Yo,
Followed Mark,
imagine.
I followed Brian.
He just followed me.
Yo, follow Brims M3 too.
shout out,
I'm kidding.
shout out Brian Scarface.
Shout out to
Brian's
Brian's car. Oh, shout out to Victoria for holding it down. Yo, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, my guy.
Yo,
Hopefully you're alive tomorrow, my guy.
Facts.
Yeah,
hope I
facts,
make-
You're
facts.
just like, yo, fuck all you guys.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, facts. Yeah, me and Spider Monkey will not be attending
Yeah.
tomorrow's podcast.
You thirsty ass mouth.
You'll be hearing from our managers.
You'll be hearing from our attorney. We're suing. But yo, shout out to Real World of Flash. Follow him there. Follow Spider Monkey. I can't tell you how to spell it, but if you type in SPDR, he is the first one to pop up.
Yes, sir.
Follow us if you don't already.
Follow us.
We have rebranded.
Chillin With Villains _
Previously known as the kind of guys. Now
Yes.
chilling with villains.
So yo, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Black Lives Matter movement. Shout out to
the Nice Cast.
Shout out to Nice Cast. Shout out Charlie. Shout out
Zack
to
Snyder.
us. Shout out to us.
Yes, sir.
And we out.
To us.
And we out.